Hey, welcome everybody to another edition of the Wilyverse, where on Sundays we play Dungeons & Dragons, 5th edition. Specifically, right now we are playing Goes to Saltmarsh, which is a module that is a mix of 7 previous smaller modules kind of shoved together with a nautical theme to kind of make one big cohesive story that's not super cohesive. There's no ghosts and there's very little boats, even though the cover begs to differ. But we're having a good time. I have time off in the summer, so I thought I would run a game, and Wiley needed a break, so now I'm GMing, even though it's called Wilyverse. No, I'm just kidding. It's all good. Before we get started, let's introduce everybody. At the end there, I've got Rob playing Oliver, our group's druid. Yeah. Found himself in Saltmarsh trying to find a missing member of their moot, and is now
found him.
Wrapped up with these guys, being an emissary for Saltmarsh on behalf of the lizard folk.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Someone's got to look over this lair now that the druid's dead.
And then in the middle, we've got Galen playing Rapid Rivers, south of the mountain, around the bend and take a left. He is the Tabaxi bard of the group. Told him I would get his name in 3 tries.
The last part's
3 sessions.
Take a left.
Take a left, yep. I told you surnames in there. I'm into that, yeah. You got a new name, by the way. Did you write it down?
Yeah.
Because I don't know where I wrote it.
Nyarhanen,
that's right. Nyarhanen. Found out the lizard folk have very literal draconic names. There you go. Vathaus's name means green fin, and then because Rapid River's name is also literal, it translated into Nyarhanen. And then here closer to me is Wiley of Wilyverse nomenclature or fame. He is playing Constance Love Hart, the group's swashbuckling rogue and captain of Heart of the Sea. Is Hart spelled H-A-R-T or H-A-R-T? So is that what it is? Heart of the Sea, H-A-R-T?
That's the way I spell it.
Did you spell it the way that Captain Hart told you to spell it on the wood, or did you spell it
H-E-A-R-T? Oh, they didn't give me any specifications.
They spelled H-E-A-R-T on the boat then. That's kind of fun. I like that. Alright, so quick recap. These guys found themselves in Saltmarsh for one reason or another, and then they picked up some small work, leading a caravan from Saltmarsh to the newly opened Dwarven Mine a few miles away from the main piece of town. As they kind of guarded that caravan, it did in fact need guarding, and they had to run off some thieves and found a house that was off the coast and was purported to be haunted, and when they entered it, found out that it was actually housing a pirate smuggling ring that they were asked to rout, which they did successfully, achieving a boat of their own. When they returned to Saltmarsh, they were rewarded for that, and then their good deeds did not go unpunished. They rewarded the boat themselves. They were able to outfit it fairly cheaply and crew it themselves. And then were asked to look into something that they discovered once they had taken the boat themselves, which was that lizard folk have been buying arms from these pirates for some time now to defend themselves or to mount a force to combat some sort of unknown assailant. The lizardmen on the ship called the assailant Sahagin, but when you guys did a little more research and talked to Oceanus, who was also on the ship, you found out that Sahagin was the word that the lizard folk used for all enemies.
Foreign
and domestic. And the Council of Saltmarsh asked that you guys go and check on their behalf, and at the insistence of the Sea Elves, who have a hand in this, or not a hand, but a stake in this as well, to go and find out what exactly is going on at the newly reopened lizard folk nest. When you guys arrived at the lair, before you go into the lair, you went back and got Vathaus and the weapons and completed that pirate transaction for Vathaus and their people. I think you took payment for it too, didn't you? Mm-hmm. You took the payment as well, yeah? So it was a good little transaction.
Silver bars or whatever.
What their other motive was to try to see what the purpose of the lizard folks' weapon stockade was, see what kind of enemy they were fighting. Is it the Sea Elves that are the Sahagin? Is it the Saltmarsh folk that are the Sahagin? Was it something else? With Vathaus as their leader, they were able to enter the lizard folk lair without incident, where they met Queen Okothent, who said that she would like to work with the humans, and that in fact they were mounting a force to fight actual Sahagin, but that humans had a duplicitous nature, that they said one thing but meant another. Mm-hmm. So she tasked you with showing the silence of your voice, that your implications were good, and then to also show that the strength of your voice was there as well. You guys were highly successful.
We are the worst.
What did you say?
We are the worst humans.
when we said humans are so duplicitous, I'm the only one who's not human on this
Well,
entire
yeah.
ship.
Well, they don't really know what to think of you. I think the same in Saltmarsh as well. But you guys were very, very successful with turning the minds of the people. In fact, actually almost convincing the shamans. In fact, they gave you something to do for them to convince them the rest of the way, bring them the seat of Semiana. Yes, very, very well done. The people are backing you up. You've been called a friend of the lizard folk, and your ship has been given the title Schaefer Pub, which means floating house on the mirror. And that you are welcome in their Schaefer as well, and that they hope that they will be welcome in Saltmarsh soon, but that remains to be seen. You have been tasked now with leaving the lair of the lizard folk and finding Semuanya, who is a corrupted crocodile somewhere in the marshes north of the Dunwater River Delta, which is where the lizard folk lair is stationed. I put it in the Discord, but because you guys were so successful with dealing with the people, and you did spend that 24 hours with them discussing and kind of coming over with things, and I can retcon too that you could ask Ertos things about it. Some stuff didn't come up. One would be that there was a time limit for the silence in your voice. They gave you a day, kind of conditionally, to be in their house. You're leaving the house now. You're going into the swamp. It's unfamiliar territory. They wouldn't expect their hunters to do something like this in the day. No time limit was given. So don't worry about this having to be like an overnight thing. You can come back when you've done.
Oh, good.
The second thing would be that you know that the area that Semuanya has been patrolling, where lizard folk have been killed and attacked and stuff like that, why they know where she is about 20 miles up headwater. So you can follow the banks of the river the entire way until you get to where you think Semuanya might be and start your search there, or you may go through the swamp. The river banks will obviously be quicker. You will have less opportunity to spot. You may encounter different sort of things. If you're in the swamp, though, the swamp will be slower going, but there should be more opportunity for like food and animals, and also finding the crocodiles, or any kind of clue that Semuanya might be in a different location. So those are the kind of the options presented before you. So it is the beginning of the day of testing your strength. They have left the cave on their way out. Vathaus, even though he's not allowed to help, did make a little bit of a commotion and thrust a small leather map into Constance Hart's hands and wished them luck. The forest edge, where you know that the swamp is about a mile out from where the lizard folk lair is, and this area itself is field and fertile lands. And right now, lizard folk are out here tending their livestock, which are basically water buffaloes. They don't have a whole lot of them, maybe 30 or 40, even though the group is really big, just because these are massive water buffaloes. These are like, if you were to do archaeological studies, and now these are prehistoric. I mean, these are big ass water buffaloes. So it looks like killing 2 or 3 of them is probably enough food, at times. So this is their livestock. And you do notice right away. Well, I don't know if you notice. Perception, I guess. You have passive.
Now that
yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
now that you finished all the
Oh, sorry.
introductions, Greg, can you check see if the audio is on?
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Yes. Okay.
Woo! Oh my god, that would have made me so sad. Yeah, so your passive perceptions are 16, the 2 of you, I think, and you have
My passive
14.
16, yeah.
16. Okay, so 16 is high enough.
14.
You notice that the water buffaloes have a piece of wax on top of their head between their horns. It's not currently lit, but sure looks like the candles that you got.
Oh, yeah. With the wonder why they do that.
So the lizard folk here they see you, they know what you're doing here, and they're happy to see you. They come up to greet you and stuff. They don't speak any common, but they're happy to see you.
Yeah.
Excited. Yeah.
Look,
You guys are
Well,
I do a little magic trick for them.
I'm going to comprehend languages.
okay, comprehend languages.
Start using my spell slots right away.
Yeah.
While I'm doing that, I'm
Sure, yeah.
rubbing the map too.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, your holding is all you have to do. I think you don't have to rub it.
But he does it anyway.
Everything kind of starts to make sense. Even the babbling in the brook seems to tell you that the water is flowing in a direction.
I can do these ritually.
Yeah, ritual.
Okay, so spend it instead of a slot. Yeah. All right, cool. So the same thing happens. Birds, so you can kind of tell, like, oh, that's mating. That's warning.
Yeah, it's not how.
Not
It's
quite
not
it.
speak to animals.
That's Daniel. Ah. Okay. Well, then you feel an opening in your mind.
First of all, I guess I can't speak the language. I can only comprehend it.
Correct. That's
Right.
tongues. Tongues is the one that allows you to speak everything.
That seemed nice.
Oh, sure. So
I think this one says eat.
So the very top left one, up at the top left, and the one at the top right, you can tell that they're similar.
Which
They're
one's
burned in.
top?
Yeah, you're up by your top left
That's
hand.
top.
Yep, your left hand right there. Your thumb was on it, and this one on the right. You can tell that they're exactly the same words. They say nest. Below that, right there. Yep, that says shiny.
Ooh, let's go there.
That one, food. I'll go to the next one real quick. Sorry. Eggs. Ooh, that one. I didn't translate that one for myself. Sorry. Oh wait, I have it right here. Sorry, I have it right in front of me too.
Nest, shiny, food, eggs.
Not translated.
Not translated.
Remember that although you can comprehend this.
Alligator god.
Oh,
It's a proper noun.
bugs.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, bugs are awful.
You are reading that properly. It doesn't sound translated because the lizard folk don't have written language. They are adopting Draconic into phonetics. So you're getting this feeling that you're learning the lizard folk tonguish done through Draconic. Yeah. So this
Do we
is
have
the
a
kind of
scale?
Hmm?
Do we put a scale on this?
what you have there is what you have there. This is a very crude map.
So that could be north. That could be north.
They attach one of the scales onto it.
You do hear the lizard folks talking to each other. They say that mostly it's just them wishing you luck. They seem excited that there's a prospect that they might get to travel to Saltmarsh. That seems to be some of the stuff that lizard folk are talking about. That's really, really
Let's not
interesting.
get
Yeah.
too excited too early.
Are you saying that to them?
I mean, I can't understand it.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, yeah. Other than that, the other topics of conversation are usually, or between these folks at least, are why you look different than the other ones.
There must be some reason they put these candles, whether they're to ward off insects or maybe it gets really dark out.
Why candle? Ah,
Bugs,
that's right. Bugs. We already
insects.
figured that out.
Yeah.
So
I don't think he understands me, but I can tell that their hides are thin. The insects will bug them. Where should they wear them? On their heads? I couldn't say where they should wear them. Maybe they should hold them. Maybe suggest on the shoulder.
We have candles, right? They gave us candles?
You can't.
Gave me candles?
And then he was pointing, the lizard folk were
Yeah.
telling you those are keep bugs away from things with leather hides. That's why they're on the water buffalo and not on the lizard folk. They have scales. The
Right.
insects don't bug them.
I have fur.
Well, then I also wouldn't suggest putting a candle on your fur.
Yeah, have you ever smelled bird can fur? Not good.
Why have you? No, never
We had a
mind.
stupid cat. We just walk over candles and not realize, like, we just smelled burning fur.
I had
the cat.
I
She'd
don't
just be like, "Look."
My little cat jumped off the
Jill.
jumped
Jill
off
was
of
her name.
the fridge one time onto a burner that I had just taken a pot off of. He got right off, but he burned the pads on where it was
Yeah.
and cooked some of his hair, and it was like, oh, dude.
Yikes.
I felt so bad. You can't. It's hard with animals. You can't explain what happened.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
He never got on the fridge again though, so win-win. All right.
I'll start distributing candles. How long do they look like
Touching
these
what?
candles?
Ooh, I like it. It's numbers. It seems to be like 1, 2, 4, and then a small symbol. Can you read symbols? You understand?
If it's a language, yes.
Yeah. All right. This is locations of stuff on a map. This is
Longitude, latitude,
longitude
type
and
thing.
latitude, except at the end, the last. Let me see it again. It's been a couple of weeks.
Careful.
Longitude and latitudes. I pull out my astrolabe.
The end doesn't make any sense. It seems like it's a spelling. I can't think of what the spell.
Abbreviation.
No. It's I should have. There you go. Like you
They
said,
really
let's
need to
see if you
use
get it. You know?
TMs. Flat longs.
No. I know what I'm doing. Ha ha ha.
What?
Flat longs are bull.
Are they?
They should be UTMs.
Invent them. Hi!
I don't even know what that is.
Universal translocator.
There you go.
It's basically.
Well, this is Forgotten Realms. They don't actually have longitudes and latitudes. They have something else. Another word.
I am going to invent UTMs.
Hi, sweetie.
It
We gotta go
says,
to the equator.
it says Kosar. Kosar.
Kosar, that sounds familiar.
If it's
That
not,
sounds-
if it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to ask you this out of character, but would comprehend languages tell you if something is a name, or if it was like a place or something like that, or it would just
Wouldn't tell you what it is, but it would just read as.
okay, so then it's a word, Kosar. For some reason, that Kosar is written at the end of it.
Yeah.
Sort of sounds familiar.
Is it like a complete word or part of it?
It's
off?
just the Kosar, Kosar. Maybe it's an abbreviation or whatever, but you're getting the impression
But it's
that it's
not
a
like the end of it's ripped off or something.
No, I mean, if it was,
That
you
looks
wouldn't
like
know.
it's a complete word.
It was. I mean, you would know because you don't know what this word means or what it is. Maybe it has 19 more letters. Maybe that's why you don't know what it is.
Sorry.
What you see is what you get.
Oh no.
But now that you have the locations and stuff like that, someone on the boat might be able to tell you exactly where that is.
Can I see the stars? I could probably suss it out.
You have the sailor background, right?
Yeah. And an astrolabe.
He could read it to you. You'd probably be able to figure it out too. Yeah.
0110001.
Actually,
Oh no.
this might be
Not
something.
better.
Would comprehend languages tell him why it's written like that?
I don't know.
Intelligence.
I don't know.
Yeah, get an investigation or an intelligence.
Investigation intelligence, just so that I can tell you what it is. That might be funny.
Carolina. Hi. Hello, Carolina with a K. Hi. You just happy to be here, huh?
Boom.
That's 13 plus 2, 15.
Me too. These are circles are sun, lines are declination, inclination. So these are readings taken on a sextant, but
Oh.
written down as symbols instead of numbers. So this can be passed along without,
Where is it?
without just being numbers to give stuff away. It's a code.
Interesting.
Made that up.
That'd be funny if it was like your hometown.
And then I made someone make an intelligence roll so I could say it.
Yeah,
on
sorry.
screen.
Right, yeah. Are these with these coordinates, are these them like here or are they just out at sea probably?
They're at sea. Yeah.
They're at sea,
These
okay.
are sea coordinates. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would know that if you have an understanding of the
Coordinates,
areas and things like
coordinates, they're
that,
right
that these numbers aren't too far away. Not too far away.
Not too far away.
Not too far away.
Maybe we'll make a little trip around once we're done with our business here.
Indeed. No bottle left untapped.
Right.
Now you're just muttering the water.
I am just muttering the waters. That is
How did you get that out of there anyway with the water still in there?
so I poured the water into another container,
Oh yeah.
and then I used the little tweezers you bought us.
You don't have to save the water.
You took time to build this, and maybe these plants have something to do
How
with.
far did it go?
Oh, that is what
Authenticity was
that was where that came from?
Yeah,
Came
yeah.
out of that? Holy
That's why I
moly.
wrote it in pencil so that even if the paper started to dissolve, the ink wouldn't run.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying that the rudders are written in pencil so that they fall in the water. They're still
Right.
readable, but if it's ink, it'll smear.
Right.
So these were purposely, they knew the bottle wasn't perfect. It's going to take water on. The plants in the dirt are telling you that it came from land, not from a boat.
That's cool.
So yeah, I pulled that out and put it on this
I
paper
made
towel,
all of that up, by the way.
and it sat there the entire week and dried out.
It looked really good. It's in good condition. I was surprised.
Huh. So cool.
Probably
Did
just
you taste the
completely
water? How
soggy.
authentic was this?
I was saving that for the druid.
I give it to you.
Continuing to say that. So I looked up saltwater salinization to see what the amount was. All you have to do is boil water and then you add it so that it will dissolve properly. I did not take the time to make actual seawater for you. I was going to. Maybe when you start getting potions and stuff later in the game, I'll make you stuff to quaff.
I don't think I want to do
I
that.
prefer
I'm not gonna. Oh, no. Hey, I'm a bartender. I'm not gonna hurt you with anything like that. But I am gonna get some
You know, if
themed
you-
drinks.
You gotta
Boof
take an
at
oath
health
at bartender
potion,
school.
you get
No, you don't.
2 to 3 more hit points back
Say it again.
When you boof
when you boof a health potion.
instead of quaff.
Oh god damn it.
It's because it gets absorbed right into the system.
Okay. I tried to.
So-
Yeah, no, that's off subject. Go ahead.
So, do we want to head up the coast or trudge through the swamp?
It would be the coast. It would be the
Well, I mean,
river,
yeah,
river
river,
edge.
sorry.
Yeah, the
We
river.
want to head up the banks, or
Let me see this map.
I mean, that map doesn't really. It's not showing where we're. It's not showing us the path that we're taking to get there.
We also have no point of reference.
Yes, that map right now is of an area someplace.
Right.
That house didn't tell you anything, and then when he read the key, it's literally just one word stuff that house thought was important, like eggs and.
And it could
nests
also
and
be
Nest, eggs.
1 mile wide or 100 miles
Food.
wide.
So true.
stuff. You have an archaeologist with you. He's like, "What's the scale?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would always suggest going through by the waterways, but it could also be pretty dangerous.
Well, you're the druid.
That's how I know.
Yeah, I would suggest. I would like to not trudge through a swamp either. So I'm all for taking the boat down the river.
Is it that big?
What?
Is our boat?
It's the sloop.
Oh,
Remember, we sent the heart of the sea back home.
that's right.
So where you are now is a delta. Deltas are going to be 2-3 feet deep, and this river pours out of the forest a mile away. Bringing the sloop is not, unless you've got like boards.
So
Things like.
hold on. Didn't you say we had two options to take the boat up?
No. Sorry, to walk along the river's edge to where the lizard folk are saying they think Samawanya is, or just go directly through the swamp, which is off to the edges of because the river feeds into the swamp, kind of like an estuary. I don't know if that makes any sense. So the river does have a main head, but at certain parts it spills, and when it spills into a swamp, and it's the Saltmarsh swamp.
Yeah.
And so it's
Right.
it's a
Then yes, walking up the bank.
walk up the banks.
Okie
That's what
dokie.
I'd much rather do that than trudge through the swamp. Unless you think that's safer and or easier.
No, leeches are everywhere there. I assume.
Why do we have the candles?
The candles won't help with the leeches.
Are
By the
leeches
way,
insects?
they are, they're not insects.
Are snails insects?
Are snails insects? No, they're mollusks.
I was gonna say
They're what?
Mollusks.
the snail's phylum puts them as close to intelligent plant as you can get. They're so closely related to fungus. It's so weird. I'm really kind of fascinated with it.
Yeah. So, looking at these candles, I mean, how long? I mean, how much burn time do you think? Can I suss that out by looking at how much candles we have?
It's
With these-
they're wax of some sort. You could burn them and
Yeah.
test, see how much they burn.
Yeah,
after a while.
I'll light one and see how fast it
Yeah.
burns.
I wouldn't light one now.
We have how many do we have?
3?
Mhm.
Oh, only 3. Huh?
Yeah,
you
one
want
for
each.
each of us.
Okay, I guess we'll know
I
when we
can
need to
say
light
that
them.
You saw. I'll give you just wisdom.
Insight.
It's 18 plus 4.
Perfect. Okay, so you did. You can suss out that those buffalo had them on their heads.
Yeah.
They're grazed all day.
Yeah.
This thing's
Okay.
probably, if they're replacing a candle every 45 minutes, that's going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
If they're doing it every 4 hours, that might make sense. If it was an all-day thing, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But that might leave wax on their heads, so maybe somewhere between most of the day and half of the day.
Yeah. I guess we'll know when we need to light them. But I'll,
When there's big bugs around, like right here on this map.
yeah.
Right there.
Catalina, what's the matter?
What's going on, Catalina? What
Well-
you doing?
Bandy going places that you're afraid to go.
Where is she?
And you're jealous.
She pulling things out of the trash.
Bandy! No,
I think I closed it. She's right there.
I
She's just sitting on the ground.
closed my bathroom door.
I think I closed the bathroom door.
You want to let your brothers know?
I think I closed it, but check anyway. That's fine.
Well, I'll start
So
melting the
let's-
bottom of one, sticking it to my shoulder.
Yeah, you're gonna mount it, right on.
Yeah.
Excellent. Are you wearing anything? Are you wearing like a leather? You have leather.
Yeah, I
on
got a studded leather armor.
Right on. So you're just gonna attach it up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll stick really easily into the leather. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of the same as what was stuck on the water buffalo. Did I leave it open?
Just gotta make sure it did not burn my face, whatever.
I will say, dude, these are for those water buffalo. They're pretty fat.
Yeah.
The big candle.
Okay.
This is the olden times candles. Gotta last a little bit.
Mhm.
What if we burn at both ends?
I mean, could lay it down, burn it twice as fast, get it twice as strong, right? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Burn it twice as fast.
It's like when you're baking something. If you're in a hurry, just
Just
double
turn
the
the
time.
I hate bacon, man. It's so unforgiving.
I'm gonna take the bullseye lantern that we have
Mhm.
and put mine in that.
Sweet. Alright. You're armed.
You're sniping bugs with
With his insight, you can give him the suggestion that the water buffalo fur is thinner than his, but that his hide is thicker, so it's up to him whether he wants a candle or not, or maybe he wants to play it by ear. It remains to be seen whether or not his fur is going to be...
You should just hold on to it just in case it does end up bothering you.
Yes, of course.
I do like this sort of stuff too. There's not a lot of there's racial attributes and things like that for efficiencies and things, but I think there's not enough of wouldn't a cat man be protected from bugs and stuff, mosquitoes and things?
And they annoy horses and donkeys, and
That's because they get in their eyes.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, your eyes,
Big
your
old
nose
kitty
and
eyes.
stuff. Yeah, you're gonna need a candle too. Eyes and
cats
nose,
don't have eyes.
big ears. You have
They
an open.
have-
You're Porky Pig in it. You got an open butthole. Yeah, that's gonna be bad. All right,
Yeah.
so you guys begin your trek.
Oh, yeah,
along
you're
the-
not wearing pants.
Yeah, no good deed.
So you guys begin your trek along the river's edge. It's the thaw. It's spring. It's beautiful outside. This is really nice. You can see why this area was probably used by lizard folk in the past and why they probably want it again. The nest itself is defensible, but its distance from the forest makes a nice retreat. The river is bringing food. That pasture is there. And the swamp, I mean, it's just growing stuff like crazy. It's gotta be, right? So that's probably just food galore for the lizardmen. They have nothing to do here except eat and protect those two entrances to their lair. So this is just a gorgeous place. Now you are out here. I have prepared some stuff. If you guys want to try to catch food, fish, that sort of stuff as you're making your way where it's kind of here and easy, you can do that. Or you can kind of wait till you're gotten farther. You want to try to catch marsh stuff. But at any point, you can take time to try to hunt or gather.
Oh, I like to keep in practice with that instead of go through rations.
So
saves on rations.
I will speak through you for a moment, just because you're the druid. I can share these things that you're going into a swamp area. There's plenty of hunting to do. There's plenty of fishing to do. There's plenty of foraging, and in that foraging, you can harvest more than just like food and berries, things like that. You can also get poisons that you can use on like weapons, or that you can use in potions and things like that. So there is lots of stuff to try to get. However, the only thing that might be difficult for you at your current position is fishing, because you need tools for that. You're going to have to craft something. You would need like a stick and some rope and some tackle and things like that. Unless you've got stuff like that in your kit, that would be something that would take an inordinate amount of time. You'd have to come up with a way to fish, that sort of stuff.
Right. No, I was hoping
foraging is doable. Catching venomous and poisonous animals is doable. Hunting, resting, doing whatever you want out here. You guys are in the wilderness with no time limit, trying to make a name for Saltmarsh trying to make a name with the lizard folk on Saltmarsh's behalf.
By the way, I have a 2-person tent.
Nice.
It is nice.
2-person tent. Nice.
So one of you's
I'll
gonna
stay
sleep
there.
outside.
Well, no,
I mean,
one of
the
you is
druid.
whoever's on watch.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's nice because that'll help with insects and weird shit.
Also, for rules knowledge, without proficiency in a poisoner's kit, making poisons or toxins to put on weapons like that has a chance to poison the person making it.
Oh, I said just collect.
Yep.
You can sell poisons as well. People will take them.
Poison. Like, we can't make the poison, is what I'm saying.
Oh, no, I got you.
Yeah.
But, I'm sorry, I wasn't telling you that you can make poison. I'm just saying you can find poisons and things like that.
Yeah.
We
try to make the poison.
I mean, Captain Zendros in town seems like that's kind of her things, And then the lizard folk might take it from you in trade, or gold. They had money for their weapons, so that sort of stuff. So,
It's so.
And you don't have to do any of that.
Right.
You can continue your trek as well if you want to.
Yeah, I think we should just try to get as far as possible tonight, and then when we have like a couple hours left of daylight, we forage and set up camp.
Sounds good.
Okay. If all you're doing is taking the trek, the river edge is pretty easy to take. It's sandbanks. This area is not rocky or anything like that. You're not near, mountains or anything. You're just in a forest, and this river edge is making a clearing for you to follow right through. It's hard packed. You can tell that lizard folk have hunted along this for, probably previously, and it was overgrown, but it's been freshly repaved. Basically with lizard men walking across it. However, after about 6 hours or so, you see that travel path that you've been following, that lizard folk have been hunting on and doing stuff. immediately is just almost like a cutoff.
Like a wall.
It just dies, and it becomes overgrown almost immediately. The bank becomes more original and things. You can see a clear edge to the lizard man hunting the territory,
Oh,
so
okay.
you can pick it right out. You guys have high enough survival to kind of and passive perception to just kind of pick that up.
Mm-hmm. That's that's a normal, natural.
It's just you're following a path, and all of a sudden the path is not smooth. It's rough now. This is the end of the beaten path, and you're moving on forward. The next 2 hours will bring you up to about what you think would be the area that they're talking about. The swamp is starting to be more prevalent. It's less river and more wet everywhere. Your feet are starting to sink into stuff. The animal noises are changing. There's less bird and a little more, croak, that sort of thing. So you are in the swamp area now.
Good.
So
I wanted to
reached
see the swamp.
that area. And it's been about 8.5 hours. So the day is, mostly gone now. Yeah, you guys have traveled from 8 in the morning, sun up, to about late afternoon now. It's 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
We'll find a nice dry.
The normal pace on a normal ground, it's 24 miles a day. So
I did say in the book. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm
but going through the swamp might be.
Well, the swamp was different. That's a totally different. Like that was holy cow. But going along the river edge, it did give me a number of days or time or whatever. It's 12 miles. Excuse me, not 20.
Okay.
So if you went at a normal pace, yeah. You guys travel for 8 hours along the edge. Yeah. So that's the riverbank. Excuse me. The riverbank is a little bit far. That's what it was. The riverbank is farther.
Right.
But it's 13 hours. So sorry, it is the end of the day now. So it's about 13 hours. Excuse me.
And we're probably only going to travel for 8.
Okay, sure. So gotcha. So you've traveled for your 8 hours. You still have, you're about halfway there then. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Thank you for doing that.
Okay, we'll find a nice place to set up a camp.
Yeah, so the riverbank, like I said, you're a druid and you're a cat. This is great. Like, you're outside. It's beautiful weather. Even though you've left the main territory of the lizard folk or the hunting and stuff, this area is still lush. Because you're so close to the riverbank and you're kind of in the floodplain, it's flat. Finding camp, this is a snap.
Pitch the tent, start a little cook fire.
Get yourself set up, yeah.
I'll turn into an alligator and get in the water and start hunting fish.
Can you do something with swim speed now?
Do they have a swim speed? What's something that can get?
Level 4.
Swim speed?
I mean, anything that can get in the water has to have a swim speed, right? It's an animal, right?
Crab. They don't swim.
Walk on the bottom. I did a crab.
Wait and snatch a fish, bring it back.
You're like, everyone's gonna be so full.
It's like the
Turn into it's so small.
I can turn into a giant crab.
Yeah, you can go out and turn into a giant crab. Practically good. Here we go.
What were you looking up, sorry?
I'm just looking up animals.
Oh.
Let's at CR0.
Turn into a river dodo.
At level 4, it's half CR.
Just a British hunter.
Yeah.
Wally chaps. I got the last one. The druid. Catalina.
Oh.
It's okay.
So yeah, you can take forms with swim speed now.
Oh, you can?
At 4th level.
Cool. Alright, yeah. I'll turn
Oh, yeah,
into...
you're 4th level.
And can.
I was even saying that.
Yeah,
4th level.
that's right.
That's
At
right.
8th you get fly.
That's
so,
right.
so
you
you
swim.
crocodile.
Cool,
So
yeah.
crocodile. All right, cool. So, are you going fishing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll do that in a second. Anybody else? What are you guys doing?
I brought dinner.
I am going to. I'm just gonna do a little perimeter check. Just
Sure. Yeah.
see if there's anything I can recognize or see that might be like, oh, this is a nest of something, or something bad comes through here, or broken branches. Not a survivalist, but just taking a look around my surroundings.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right. And anything for you, Galen? Or are you just hanging out with these guys, just singing a song, doing something?
So if there is any like small game,
Press to digitize myself. make myself all nice and clean, lick myself a couple times, and then
You
play a
act
happy
like
little song.
All it takes is that, and you just get clean.
Well, you don't have beautify, do you?
No, but I prestidigitation.
It allows you to clean things, not
Performance.
yourself.
No, well, that's why I lick myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Performance. I'll give you guys something.
How showy do you lick yourself?
Natural 20.
Really?
Natural 20.
Okay, cool. That makes me feel better about this. Okay, so the way that hunting and fishing is
Just
going to
hear
work,
applause from somewhere in there.
the way that hunting and fishing is going to work is it's going to be, it's 2 pieces. You'll roll once to see how many hours that you spent looking for something, because you might not always find something. Just because you fish doesn't mean you find a fish.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you do fish and you find one, doesn't necessarily mean you catch it. So you have to roll a find and what type of fish that you find. Then you'll have to roll basically an attack on the fish against the fish's like DC.
My song's about
Foraging is the
hunting
same
fish.
way. You'll look around.
As
You'll
an
spend
alligator.
some time on it. Basically, you'll roll a die. It'll tell you how long you spent and did you find anything, that sort of stuff. Because you're going to be rolling this time thing and you guys are trying to do this with that sort of stuff, if you roll, I'll tell you how much time you spent. You can say, I abandoned it
Yeah,
at
yeah.
a certain amount of time.
I'm
Because
only
I don't
going
wanna
to do so
spend-
much time.
I don't want
yeah.
to spend 9 hours looking for fish.
Right.
So if I said 9, you're like, dude, I looked for 3 and I quit. And I'm like, okay, cool. We'll stop it there.
Mm-hmm.
But foraging is kind of the same way. You will have to look when you find, then you have to catch. And you'll be rolling against the DC, that sort of stuff. So you'll be finding different things. You don't get to pick what you find. I don't get to pick what you find. What's going to be there is there. It's in the swamp. It is its thing. So, fish. Because Galen is playing a wonderful little jig, the amounts of times spent to do this just melt off your body. They don't feel like they take any time at all. Half all the time it takes to catch
Holy
anything this
moly.
afternoon. He's just saying a nice little jaunt, and you guys have no problem keeping up your spirits and looking and not feeling down at all. In fact, it's such a lovely little note and melody that fish and things are probably coming near. So he's helping you out. So, angling, roll it.
And he's not angling.
Well, just hunt. Oh, you know what?
He is.
Hang on, we're going to have to do this as a hunt then. That's right. You are hunting fish. So you're going to roll a hunt.
Which is survival, as far as I know.
You're tracking, yes. So you have survival. You have proficiency in survival, yes.
Yes.
So with your training experience, you gain advantage on all rolls.
I do? Holy moly.
However, hunting wild animals and beasts can be dangerous activity. Again, depending on the size and/or type of animal you're stalking, range-based weapons may be considered an advantage. However, hunting, which you're doing right now, can be any means. So that's what it is. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Sorry, the next parts are just telling me to adjust times and things, which I already did. So here we go.
I'll be I'm a long snouted gavial, just so I can catch as much fish in a really long tail. So sure. With advantage, you said? Wow. Woo! That's
that
a
is-
5, baby.
That is
D20.
spicy.
I'm sorry, roll a D20.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, what did all
You
the
rolled
other
2
dice?
Survival.
This is a
Oh,
this
shit.
book,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
check.
I rolled a
Sorry about
1
that.
and a
Yes.
3. You saved me from a natural 1 though.
What did you catch? Or sorry, what did you roll?
A 5 altogether.
5.
Well,
Perfect.
well, actually
Hold on.
11 altogether.
11.
With the D6?
Yep.
Okay,
It's
that
a
makes
3,
a-
5 plus 6.
That makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do find some medium fish. They are kind of a weird, almost eel-like, like a smaller arowana. They're
Ah.
poisonous. You want to try to kill them, catch them? If you catch them, you'll be able to milk their poisons from them later. If you kill them, you can keep them as food or
Yeah, are they edible?
eat them. Everything's edible.
I mean,
To lizard
it's
folk.
poisonous.
Sorry, to lizard folk, everything is eatable. You won't be able to keep these for yourself.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
You can give up your fishing for now, or you can try to get these for lizard folk food, or for the poisons in them. You can harvest that sort of stuff.
Well, I suppose I might as well get them since they're here. Otherwise, I get nothing. So, yeah, I'll throw them up, just snap them in my jaws and fling them.
All right, same thing. You get 2 attack rolls. Take the
Oh.
higher of the 2. You have advantage.
Natural 20.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, you have. Oh, sorry. You were catching or hunting? I'm sorry.
Oh,
You were
catching.
You were catching.
Yeah.
All right, kind of fine.
What's the difference?
I'm just kidding. What is your all? Catching is always going to be harder than
Oh.
killing.
Oh,
Oh.
he's killing him, right? You're killing him.
I was snatching them and flinging them out to the shore.
I mean, you can just hold them in your jaw and bring them out.
Oh.
You have control over
Do
your
you
body.
want?
You're not a wild
Do you
animal.
want? He is a wild animal. Do you, do you want to capture these alive?
I guess not.
But what is your
Natural 20.
what is your DC or what is your addition to that 20? You get 20 plus
6?
6, so 26. I'm going to give it to you. That's enough to catch.
Okay.
So you are able to catch 3 of these large eel-like arowana things alive.
Okay.
It would be easy enough at the camp to have something to put them in as far as water is concerned. So you have 3 of these. They're about, if you were to give them to the lizard folk, they are about 15 pounds worth of food. But you can also, if you want later, you may spend the time getting the creature's poison out.
Do I know how to do that?
You have to kill them first. I'm sorry. Oh, you had to kill them to get their poison. It's not so. But you've got them now. You can decide what to do with them later. That's fine. So you've caught them. You've got caught food, and you can also keep them like that. If you bring them back to the lizard folk as live fish, maybe they have a fishery somewhere in there that you didn't know about. I'm sure they'll still accept live food. Or keep them for yourself.
If we can keep
We
them.
have a lot. I mean, we're not going right back. We're going into fight crocodiles.
That's true.
It's all I could find.
He understands you.
Yeah.
All right. So you look around this area. It's just regular old. It is, everything is alive here. It's in the swamp. You don't see anything that would indicate that this is like a particularly hunted spot. So there's no like large game marking or anything like that around here. You probably though would be able to hunt small game here pretty simply. So that would not be bad at all.
All right, I'll do.
When you're out hunting.
So you are looking for tiny size game, small game?
Small game.
Small game. So you need to roll a 6 or higher to find specifically tiny game.
Want a survival check?
Do you have stealth?
I do. Yes.
Use stealth instead and get your dexterity bonus. Or sorry,
Yes,
get
it's
your
stealth.
I'm just following her around.
get your stealth bonus. You have advantage as well because you have proficiency in dexterity or proficiency in stealth.
I do.
Yes. Okay. So you can get advantage in this as well. I mean, you're trying to beat a 6.
Yeah.
So your underside is a 6. So you got it.
It's a 3.
Or a 4. Wow, we really shit the bed on our first rolls.
Get him out of the way.
But yeah, 4,
Okay.
10, 16.
So you notice as you get a little bit towards the river, in between where your camp is, where the river is, there's gnawing on some of the trees, and you find basically a small nest of very large, like river rat, kind of halfway between a beaver and a rat. They're not making dams and stuff, but they do look like they nest using the wood shavings. They're good size. And you could probably not only get food off these, but if you spent the time preparing, you can get pelts, teeth. I mean, there's things in here that are saleable. Absolutely, this is a find. You want to try to go for it?
Yep.
Alrighty. So take your shot. They are small animals. You capturing them or are you killing them? Killing them. You have 2 shots to beat a DC 15. Use all your proficiencies and all your bonuses. You have advantage.
That's 23.
They are dead. So you catch yourself a good little group of about 6 of them, just because they're in their den. You were able to really quickly just get in there, poke, poke, poke. Several of them ran off. The nest looked like it was probably 30 or 40, but I mean 6 or 7 5-pound things is great. So you have another 30 pounds of what would be considered food.
Killed the family of little river
Little river rats.
So this is something fun that I wanted to throw in there. After killing an animal, its meat and hide may be harvested. Before your meat can be eaten or sold, it must be properly prepared. You need 2 pounds of meat in order to prepare a ration. So you can make your own rations with these or that sort of stuff, or you can just prepare them and then you can travel with them.
Yeah, we're just going to
That way you can come because you're going to prepare it out. So these are small animals, pounds of meat. I said there were 6 of them at 5. It's 30 pounds of meat.
Basically 15 rations worth.
Yes. So you're going to be looking at about 8 hours worth of preparing this. 4 hours. Excuse me. 4 hours. 4 hours.
We'll do a little bit tonight, a little bit in the morning.
Or you could take turns because this is. You know what? I'm sorry. It's halftime. 2 hours.
Yeah, that's right.
It's 2 hours, so you guys can just knock this right the fuck out. That's not even an issue.
I'm a good cook.
So
hand it off to you.
You have now about 45 pounds worth of meat total. You have some of these live.
Yeah. Do I know if crocodiles eat these fish? I know it's poisonous to us, but
Survival again, Mr. Druid.
I think that might be more of an. I
Your
don't know if
survival
that'd
is
be.
higher than your nature. We decided.
Yeah.
It is.
Survival's fine.
It's an
Okay.
instinct when you're a
That'd be
crocodile.
16.
So, crocodile will eat these. They will. It's probably not their first choice. But you guys know that Semoania is kind of, her corruption is making her eat lizard folk and eat too much. She's very
Right.
large. She'll probably eat it.
But it's not poisonous to crocodiles.
No, the crocodiles will eat them. Yeah, they can digest them.
So
So
think what you
I
would
could
do-
eat
yeah.
them. I am thinking about giving some kind of offerings to, if not Samoania herself, like if there's crocodiles around and they might be able to tell us something.
Maybe we just keep those.
Yeah, I'm
Bring
thinking
them with us.
so. I say.
You can change back at any time.
No, I'm thinking it. I'm probably going to sleep in this form.
Is it concentration?
What's wrong?
It's not concentration. It's just a.
Duration.
Let me
Never heard
see.
that dog make a single sound until we're on stream, and now it's like.
She wants to join
I
us.
know.
All right, wild shape. You can stay in this beast shape for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's
Aw.
it.
Oh wait, 2 hours. Oh, I'm glad you cut time in half.
Yep.
All right.
I was about to say, why do you know that?
Or you can always expend another use of it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
Keep
are
it
it's the
going.
evening, why not?
Yeah,
So you
but
guys
so I'm
have-
human again, and then I'll
Well, how many uses a day do you have?
2.
So you could go for 4 hours resting because you get it all back when you wake up in the morning anyway.
That's
So
true.
you guys have successfully made quite a bit of prepared food. You've caught everything. The night is kind of winding down. This is something that I'll say that we can do. You can do this whenever you have time. I really like this.
I do
And
too.
I've got a lot of little interesting things in it we didn't even get to, like you said, you have to make your own potions, which is something totally different. But milking, extracting, and then there's other things like you didn't actually fish yet and things. And you have a boat. There's foraging and things. So I think it's something. Anytime you guys want to forage or hunt or anything like that, please let's do it. I like it.
All right.
But the night is ending, and I didn't ask you something earlier that I want to hit real quick. Marching order when you guys were walking. How do you go?
It'll be him in the lead
Yeah.
because he's
Mm-hmm.
the survivor.
Strongest.
Normally, if we were like in a dungeon or the house, it would be me in the lead. But out in the wilderness, he's in the lead,
Yeah.
and then me and him will be next to each other.
Gotcha. Okay.
Behind.
So it is. Are you guys? If you're done for the evening, you have your food, you have your fire, you have your safe space. It is night. If you want to call it a day.
Yeah. I'd like the last shift again.
I'll take the first. Take the midnight hours with your cat eyes.
It's all that yowling in the nights.
What do you see with those cat eyes? The hobbits are with the eyes of God.
You alright, dog?
Kind of antsy. You don't have a very comfortable place to lay down and just sleep.
Just need to go to the.
Maybe she has. Maybe she's to the bathroom or something.
Did you show her how to get out?
No. She's also afraid of hallways.
Really?
Yeah, she is.
Why?
Some kind of puppy trauma.
Stream Elements, thank you for always being here, even when we just stop and talk to dogs. And
Yeah. We have a dog presence. But yeah, I'm going to take the first watch. So
Alright,
I'm
sure.
going to make a roll.
I do want you to.
How long does guidance last?
Guidance slash, not long, like a
A
minute.
minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I was just saying, oh, it's ritual. I said, okay, hang on.
Yeah, let me see. Guidance. It might be 10 minutes. Where's my guidance? Guidance. It lasts up to a minute.
You don't have a towel that we can put down for her to lay on, would you?
Yeah.
She's a bony dog.
13.
13.
No, sorry. 11.
11. Okay.
I think I might want to. First watch. 17.
Sure. So right about almost the moment that the sun goes down and the fire is kind of tamped a little bit and it gets a little darker outside, you hear skittering down by the water's edge, kind of like moving on top of the rocks, maybe rocks moving around a little bit. Nothing loud, doesn't sound like a large animal, it sounds like small stuff. You listen for a bit, it doesn't seem to move away from the river.
Alright, I'm gonna let it be then.
Okay, let it be. Your watch passes, nothing seems to occur in there, so
Maybe next time.
You come in and see me in my sleep. I'm petting the cat.
Who's a second?
Let it be.
You are a second watch, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You doing Song of Rest? What do you do?
So in the middle of the night, Constance wakes you up and takes your place in the tent, and you sit out and make your perception check. Are you doing anything? I mean, you're a bard. Are you playing music and stuff like that, or are you sitting quietly in the dark with the fire and being calm in the woods? Humming.
I don't want to be too disturbing to them.
Or the predators. Was it a natural 1?
No, it's natural 7.
Uh,
I can't inspire myself, can I?
can you not?
I don't think so.
Read it up. See what it says.
Hey, Mandy. What's going on?
Yeah, reading yourself.
What's up?
I can't inspire myself. It's a
Yeah,
good
makes
bardish code.
You take an oath at Bard's College.
I don't know why. Like I sang my favorite song and I felt much better. I mean, that's what people do. They inspire themselves. What was your total one?
13.
13. All right. So, in the middle of the night, you hear a rustle, not too far away from camp. Maybe
Russell, what are you doing out here?
you hear a rustling, and then you hear what sounds like a kind of a yip, like a squeaking sound, like something is caught, and then it is kind of like squeezed out.
That's so Russell.
Classic guy.
So the sound of the animal is kind of stopped suddenly.
Okay, this crack is
Breath was
growing.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
asked
shit.
about.
What is it?
This crack in the tile.
It's spread across like 4 tiles.
Do you have a drill? If you put a drill hole at the end of the cracks, it'll rust out.
Stop
Ugh. Interesting. Tension relief or what?
Yep.
That's why they use bags have the little slit there already, because it's a weakness. But if you can interrupt the crack from spreading by drilling holes at the end.
Huh.
Do you ever see Fist of the North Star?
Fist of the North Star? No.
You've never seen Fist of the North Star?
No.
Oh my god, that shit's right up your alley.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. It's the entire movie's on YouTube right now. It's 2.5 hours long. It's worth every second.
Really?
It's so the art
It's
style is
the
so
Waiawa Moshinderu movie, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch it.
One
I've
of the
seen
things,
clips.
like, people are like a death punch touch type thing.
Yeah.
And this other guy has the ability to, like, put his hand through and into people.
Like he knows where the pressure point is instead of just poking you. His
Oh, no.
finger goes in.
Yeah. He can just go into flesh and, like, carve parts of you out.
Jesus.
So he gets hit by that death touch once, and he's like, I gotta relieve the pressure.
Oh, wow.
Body to relieve the
So
pressure.
that
I love that
wild.
shit.
That movie's wild.
Yeah, it is.
Right, so-
That's like the best the anime 80s had. Like,
Mhm.
that's peak.
Let it be.
Are you still comprehending languages? How long does that last?
No.
An hour.
No, okay, cool. Unless you were doing it anyway.
I mean, I wouldn't have any reason.
All right, cool. Yeah. So, as soon as that happens, and that sound goes out again, a little bit of time passes, and you hear the same, almost exact thing, same sound, a little bit of rustling and then a squeak. But this time it's a different sounding animal, but the same exact thing happens. The animal makes a noise that seems to be silenced kind of quickly.
Something's hunting in the night.
As long as it's not getting near me.
Yeah, it sounds like
Sounds
it's
like it's coming exactly from the same spot every time.
I go walking in my
Alright, see?
It's probably
to the
trapdoor
river.
spider.
So if
To the
you don't do anything else,
rivers
then yeah, your night ends.
Poor GM. Would you like to check it out? I was like, no, it looks like it's fine.
I don't care. So,
I think you guys did this exact thing in Schultz once.
oh yeah,
Where I'm
absolutely.
like, something's out over there. Is it coming this way? Nope.
Well, my
Then I
favorite,
ignore it. All right.
my favorite was when you kept making those little talking dinosaur things
The
come back.
raptors.
And once we knew that it was, they kept making the same kind of noise, so we would just talk to them. We're like, "Is it the dinosaurs?" No. All right, cool.
No, it's not
Not us.
It was so fun just having that ability to understand animals and them understand me.
I know.
Just like all these extra NPCs for Dave to win.
Yeah. I bet there's a circle I could take to let me do it, but I have to resort to spells. Shepherd.
So,
He ran it with his.
Oh, that's what gave it to you.
so at the end of the night, the rapid wakes you up and takes your place in the tent, and you make your way out into the evening.
Morning.
He didn't sleep in the tent.
Are you gonna mention any? Did you guys mention any of these things to him?
I told him that I heard something down by the
Him
river.
telling him any of the other stuff. The sound at the river has stopped. Like when you woke up, it was
Yeah,
not
I'll
happening.
tell him. We'll be like, yeah, there's something.
So there was
killing
sound
things
at the
over
river earlier that has stopped, and then there's a rustling that's happening nearby. You're skinny blah blah blah. I don't know. I just told you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hunting in the night. Thank you. I shall observe it.
So the sound happens occasionally, but it's not happening as much as he said it.
Oh, he is an exaggerator.
I mean, that's your job.
Yeah.
You guys remember
Mm.
play I gave for the shaman.
And the play you gave for the council.
You're playing to the councils where Oceanus walks out.
And the
fuck.
play you gave, and the play you gave to the captain of the Heart of the Sea. He got played.
I'll check it out, just out of just natural curiosity.
Would you do it? Turn into a prey animal.
Yeah, I was looking like, wait, why would I turn into an animal?
Squeak!
And we never saw the druid again. They sent another one to check out why you didn't respond back. Druid's missing.
If I turn into like a spider or something like that, I might be chill.
That would be cool, right?
Yeah.
So you walk over to where you kind of hear the sound happening. Occasionally, it's not happening now. Nothing.
Oh, okay.
But you go over to where you heard it, and it's where he said it was happening too.
Mm-hmm.
You look around. You don't see anything. In fact, you also don't see any of the animals that you've been hearing. Nothing here.
They got them all.
I'm gonna back away from this area and just kind of get into a meditative stance and just watch the stars, watch the area, see what this kind of baiting predator does its thing.
Perception disadvantage.
Double 20, come on.
Oh, sorry. You are a druid. No disadvantage. Sorry, reroll that and just take your single roll. Unless you have a good roll there.
What was it?
It was,
I had
it's 2 rolls. Yeah, it doesn't
10
matter.
and, well, it's a 10 and a 12.
Because that would have been advantage anyway, so yeah, roll a... Oh, it's 10 and a 12? Take the 12, that's fine. What is that with your pluses?
Sure, that's going to be
Sorry,
18.
I wasn't thinking the fact that you're a druid. So, you got an 18. It's too late, but you notice that rustling is that plant. It looks just like all the other plants. Nothing is telling you anything about it, but here it comes. Dexterity save disadvantage because it surprised you. That's what should be.
Ah. I can't speak to plants yet. Disadvantage is going to be a 3 plus 1 for 4.
Oof, you have been constricted.
He wasn't constricted.
Where's my D20? Oh,
Which one?
no, this
Yeah,
D20.
can't be constricted.
Oh, that's not it.
It probably makes me yell right now.
Oh, it's right here. Duh. All right. Woo! Natural 20, baby. You take. Oof.
We never see the druid again.
You take 10
Don't worry,
bludgeoning damage.
Isles will just send another one.
10 damage.
You are restrained.
Yeah, so I can't move. Or...
Can't move.
You have now to shout out.
Yeah, and I do. Shit!
Performance.
Oh, God. Performance? I just think I have a charisma.
You better make this dramatic.
You know what?
Coming.
Survival. Because
you're surviving.
Survival.
Yeah.
Survival.
I make it the call. Thank goodness. 9 plus 6 for 15.
You get a nice sharp scream. You get their names out before the constriction begins to get your ribs and neck.
Mm-hmm.
You even managed to get my full name.
Oh,
You can tell as it's holding
Take
you
a left.
that pieces of it are growing on it.
Yeah.
They are starting to get sharp.
Yep.
You are awakened by the shouts of Oliver. That have also come to an abrupt stop, much like the end.
Oh, do they? Oh, shit.
Yeah, you have a constriction plant around your neck and ribs now.
Am I silenced? Oh, shit.
Well, I'm silencing you, yes, because
Okay.
I'm not. If I'm GM side note, this thing was suggested, but you guys are not going to be able to. I mean, the special stuff it's giving you would kill you at this level. So it's got some stuff in there that I'm pulling back. So that's why it's not weird.
I was
happens.
gonna be slick and Misty step away, but this only component is verbal.
It's got you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You noticed it too late. You should.
Well, I mean, I could Misty step out of but I can't cast a spell if I'm silenced.
Yeah, what's fun about these is there's no find, there's no anything about perception. False appearance. While the assassin vine remains motionless, it is indistinguishable.
Wow.
I just gave you that thing. As it started to move, I gave you a last ditch effort because you're a druid and you're like, it's a fucking plant.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so you are being constricted. Initiatives. Roll them up. Roll the assassin vines initiative.
Roll for me, minions.
Roll.
Too bad rapiers are not very good at cutting.
Nope, they're not good at that. They do have a blade, but yeah, they do piercing damage.
In fact, all my fucking weapons are piercing.
So you want?
What you got?
I got a natural 20 for 21.
Galen?
6.
I surprised it with my sweet action.
17.
17.
To its ambush.
Every time I put everyone's names down, I put the initials as their character names, except for you for some reason. It's always Wiley.
All my spells are verbal. Wait, no. Oh, absorb elements.
Oliver, you're first.
All right.
You are constricted. To get away from this, you would need to pass a
Strength check? Yeah,
Yes.
that's not going to happen. So I'm going to get out my scimitar this time and just start hacking away at it.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Can't cast spells. Start cutting. That's a natural 1.
Oof.
Do I lose my scimitar?
Yeah, drop it.
Yeah. That's my turn.
That's your turn. Constance.
Alright, I'm heading off the direction I heard the scream.
Yeah. It's clear. It's 10 or it's about 25, 30 feet away. Would have been just outside of your little walk. You probably just missed it when you were doing your walk around. You can make it in one turn. Say that again.
No. I haven't finished.
His alert was loud enough, and you guys woke up
Full rest.
fast. I'll say you have what?
We haven't had a full
No,
rest.
We
yeah,
haven't had
full
it.
rest.
We haven't finished our full rest.
But you can make it to his location in a single move
Okay.
action. I'll say that.
Since it's only like 30 feet away.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a couple shots at it.
Okay.
Try to shoot the vines that are constricting him.
So now that it's got him, it's a tangle.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty simple to hit this. This is a bush eating him. It's not like one thing that's wrapped around.
Right.
This is like a patch of
Yeah.
stuff.
Alright. Oh, wait, maybe I should just attack you. I get advantage since you're restrained.
That's true.
You know,
and if I die, then it has nothing to
He
eat.
told you earlier the assassin vines won't eat dead meat. So if you killed him,
Yeah,
you should
maybe.
let him go, and then you can resurrect him.
I'll come back as a sweet ass lizard man.
You just roll a lizard folk character.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So, shooting it?
Shoot it.
And the Moonshades will never know what happened to the druids of
They'll
Saltmarsh.
send another.
Yeah, they will. This is natural cycle. They will.
It's his brother.
Yeah.
Same skills and everything.
Natural 20, so 26.
So
20.
you land that goes right through a couple of the vines, and you can literally see them kind of pull away and actually start to tear at that thing. So you've heard it. You got it good.
You want to roll my damage?
Damage it up.
I'm guessing I don't get sneak attack.
No, this thing. Oh, it doesn't. You can't really sneak up on it.
So my piercer is going to give me an extra d6. So my double dice damage, triple dice damage.
The cow did the trick.
She's
Sorry.
laying on it.
Yeah, she's quiet and peaceful now.
Good job, yeah.
So it's bones. I bet it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have the soft fur that Bandy does.
Yeah.
I'm going to reroll one of these ones. So 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 damage on that attack. My second shot. 18 is an 18.
That hits, yeah. Only damage.
5.
So, like I said, your bolts go in. The vines that they do strike try to writhe away, and they seem to try to protect themselves. They're starting to pull. You feel the grip loosen a bit.
Okay.
It feels like the amount of force you would need to get out is probably a little bit less. That's Constance Vine's
Oh, thank
turn.
goodness. I'm so glad you're not heavy sleepers.
What?
If it was me and you got trapped by a vine and you had to like call out to me while I'm sleeping, can you imagine?
There's
you
a
just
reason why
die?
you're the one who's caught by a vine.
Yeah.
The rest of us are just like, meh.
Yeah. There's no wall to knock on to wake me up.
All right, so
Nothing else works.
it seems to stop fighting its arrows for a second, or its bolts, excuse me, and starts to kind of reach out a little bit in the ground, starts to move again. Dexterities.
Oh.
He's not there yet.
Oh, you're not even there yet.
Yeah.
Dexterity for you, excuse me. Because you're... I mean, never mind.
Yep.
Never mind.
So is this a dexterity save, or is this like a balance acrobatics check?
It's
Normally if it's
Gotta be
something
a saving
happening to
throw,
you, it's a
yeah.
saving throw.
a saving throw. So I'm sorry about that. What did I say?
No, you just said dexterity check,
Saving
like
throw,
basically
excuse me.
dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
24.
24, you get away. The almost in a circle around Rob is vines moving and hunting, and they kind of look for a second. So this area around him is dangerous too.
Don't you turn into
You were
like a
able to
small-
hop back, so you're now about 5 or
Because
6
then it
feet
will
away from
snap
him.
my
So you're
neck.
able to see that and take a couple steps
But you'll have a
back.
second to.
All
So
right.
it's a tight circle. This is not a real big one, but it's getting an area around it. Rapid.
Plants can't hear, can they?
No. I definitely can't understand.
This
Well,
is-
they don't need to understand. That was specific, but they need to be able to hear.
I do like that it gave the plants alignment.
What?
It is unaligned.
yes.
So that's
Just you get half
its
the
alignment is
depiction.
unaligned.
All right, I'm gonna stay back
Yeah,
Okay.
that's your shit.
and shoot crossbow bolt.
All right.
Yep. Natural 10.
Oh, it's like natural one, please.
Both 5, 15.
All right. The bolt goes in. You see the same sort of reaction. Roll your damage.
Does it have resistances? Like, just bringing that up to you.
Yeah.
If it does, like, to piercing or things like that.
Actually, I've been looking that up a lot. I've been looking because there were some things that I missed with Thousand Tooth. Noticed that earlier. I was looking at it like, oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. So this one, these I did. What did you roll?
6 damage.
6 damage. Awesome.
And then bonus action, heal the druid.
All right.
No.
Healing word.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Nice.
8?
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Oliver, it's your turn again. Rapid's attacks, along with Constance's, have reduced the assassin vine's strength on you.
Alright, yeah.
But the ground around it is still hunting too, and you seem to be in the middle of that. So
Yeah, I sure do.
Turn small animal, get out.
No, that would be a...
turn into a small.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I was going to say. Turn into a bird and fly. Oh,
Yeah.
level 8.
Yeah. Oh, you got something to say?
What is it, Catalina?
She needs a stick. Is that she needs?
And a bone or something? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so bored. Gee whiz, man. You know what? I will take a form, but I will just, this thing hunts at
Your
night.
sword.
Yeah.
Natural 1.
Yeah. I'm going to, I still got my club, but I don't think that's going to be very helpful. I am just going to, I can't catch Shillelagh. I'll assume my starry form. I can do that. And it's still constricting me, but now I'm shedding illumination, a 10-foot illumination. I don't know if this plant doesn't like light, but otherwise I'm just gonna use my bonus action just to fling star energy at it.
Well,
Sure.
plant doesn't like
What does the star energy do to it? Is it
Damage.
just glowing light?
Yeah.
Or is
What
it
type of
damage?
damage?
I glow. I do. Oh, I do.
That's what I'm saying. Are you glowing or is it damage? Because if it's light, that's going to do one thing. If it's
No,
damage,
he is glowing.
I get that.
He is now shooting a bolt of energy.
That's
Radiant.
what I was asking.
It'll
So
do radiant damage.
Okay, roll
Yeah.
your. Is it an attack or is it just a?
It is an attack, so
Okay.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yeah, you are constricted.
All right, that's going to be a 6
Oof.
plus 6 for 12.
12. Doesn't seem to do anything.
Damn.
It
With the tangle.
moves like you've affected it, but not enough to like make it stop or quit what it's doing.
Yeah.
Right, Constance. He is in there, but he's glowing now, and he seems to have a little bit more movement for his body and such.
Or if we can get the dog in there. So, who's it? Mine?
You're up, yeah.
I'm okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I am going to.
I don't need verbal. I don't need to speak to be able to do that.
Is there an area that it seems like I can move up to and like actually strike at it with my rapier?
Yeah, you because it's been moving around and he's glowing on it, it's making changes and stuff. You can see where this vine is now. It's made itself apparent. So yeah, you can get at it and stab at it.
And move up, stab and shoot. Like stab at a close vine and
Sure.
try to shoot the one
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
on him.
Get at it. Some dual wielding going on.
Nice.
Oh, that's a 20, not natural 20, dirty 20.
That's okay, that'll hit.
I'm going to use my sneak attack on this for being a swashbuckler. I'm going to use my piercer to reroll this 2.
I love that your Constance heart piercer. Like it's your piercer, but your Constance heart piercer.
16.
Fuck yeah.
And then I'm going to shoot it. That's probably not going to hit. 10?
Nope.
No.
Alright. Yeah, you feel releases now. Your throat is open.
Oh,
But you are still constricted for movement. It was Constance, right?
all I needed.
Vine's turn. As soon as you start to glow, the leaves on this vine,
Photosynthesis?
they open up a little bit, and they get a bit greener, and the needles on it begin to grow much faster.
Oh boy.
Constitution.
Okay. Good thing I just upped that. Constitution save.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That's an 18 plus 3 for 21.
Half the damage to 4 poison damage. But it's not constricting you anymore, so you're not taking any of your bludgeoning damage, because this thing can do both at the same time.
Oh, okay. You have not been giving me bludgeoning damage the last round.
You
if I
didn't
should.
give it
got
to
your-
him last round.
I hit you for...
You hit me for
The last
initial.
round, it tried to entangle the rest around it. It
Oh,
was being
okay.
hunted, so it moved around. It searched out.
Oh.
And so it doesn't constrict as well?
No. So
Okay.
constrict does 2 things. It bludgeons you and poisons you at the same time.
I see,
It
okay.
has thorns, but it was using its effort to do other stuff. In fact, it was distracted, but you started glowing, and you just gave it some boost in energy. So you gave it some...
No, some photosynthesis, yeah.
Yeah, so you gave it some hit points back, and made the
Wonderful.
poison come out quicker.
Great.
I love it.
Alright. I'm learning
rapid.
more about nature. This is good. This is fine. Everything's fine.
How much damage have you taken?
I'm fine. 29.
How much hit points?
He has 29.
I have
Oh,
35. I have
okay.
35 hit points total.
Oh,
I-
I think it's level 4. I thought for some reason you
You
had
took
a lot less.
I took
That's
Constitution,
right. We had
yeah.
that whole conversation. That's right. That's right. Good.
For reasons like this.
Right? Survive an assassin vine.
Someone's got to be able to take a licks here.
Let's do a... You're not doing any damage, so I need to do damage.
I'm doing damage.
It's gonna do heroism, but maybe I need to shoot it instead. Yep, shoot it.
Shoot it up. No, don't shoot it up. Just shoot it up.
That was a 17.
13 hits.
Plus whatever.
Plus 5, so 22. Now, take this d6. 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yeah.
That seems to be the kind of the final blow. It drops you,
Oh.
and it tries to run. It feels like,
But
but what it really does is kind of coil away on itself and kind
Yeah.
of resemble a bush, and it quits moving. You can. It's not dead,
Yeah.
but it's not attacking you anymore. I only gave it 2 hit points back, so
Interesting. Interesting plant. Thank you. Sorry. I should have left it alone.
I thought you said you were a druid.
I am. Look at me. I'm made of fucking stars right now.
The druids are one with nature.
Yeah, well.
That was pretty close.
I
That
was,
looked like he was
I-
one with nature.
yeah.
He was embraced by it one night. It's like,
Good points.
Grab my crossbow bolts.
You grab
I
mine
shot
too.
3.
sure, yeah.
And you
both
dropped 2. So get 3
Yeah,
back total.
you shot him back into the vines. It's fine. You're up
Okay.
close. It's easy. Yeah, you didn't do any damage. They're pretty small.
Well, I'm glowing and just having a good look at it. I'm just want to just look at that plant type. Is the same?
Sure.
I know it's the monster entry says
No,
it's
it's
just
okay. I'm going to tell you. So
indistinguishable.
the way that you can, what I'm going to tell you is that it looks very much like 3 different plants. This one is some sort of actual vine
3
body.
sisters?
Like this would be a dodendron of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
But these leaves do mimic a bush, so it can pull them in. So it has like 2 or 3 different camouflages. That means if you were to try to identify this as you went around, you would have to be looking at every vine, every
Right,
bush,
yeah.
that sort of stuff. So you're not seeing anything that's definitely identifying it, but you are seeing that it's multi-camouflage.
Yeah.
It has camouflages for vines, it has camouflages for bushes, and you haven't seen it do anything else, but it's probably got ways to catch, low-flying birds or insects too that you don't know the camo for either.
I'm going back to sleep.
You sure? I'm fine. Sorry
from
to...
the plants.
I mean, that took literally minutes, so you can get back into your rest in seconds. So you guys can get back into your rests and stuff like that, and you can finish out the night and get your full rests. So
Stay away from the plants, Druid.
Stay away from the plants. You're in like the swamp forest.
Yeah. It's good to know. I'm taking a vine.
You're gonna have to fight the assassin vine to get it.
Oh, am I? There's not a little bit laid around.
It's weak. I mean, you want to finish it off? You can finish it off. Burn it or chop it.
Did any of my piercings or shootings
you got your stuff back, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of your piercings and stuff. Be able to give you those back. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Because you didn't kill it all the way, half the number of bolts you got back then. So some of them were restricted in. What did you guys get? 2 each or whatever?
5 total.
5 total. So just 2 each. That's fine. So I guess that's about what you shot. So fuck it. Yeah, just keep them.
I lost 1.
Lost 1. But yeah, take yourself a piece, put that in your
yeah, just keeping it for opponent for another spell of mine.
Alright. The next day you wake up fairly with this, early. You guys are shut. You have ways to make it, about 6 hours left to go.
No, do we have full rest?
Sorry?
Yes, we had a full rest.
Full rest, yeah. Anything you want to do before you make your way in the morning? Say again?
Eat. Yep. Eat, take down the camp.
Sure. You guys eat, you take down the camp. Nothing seems to be bugging you. You do notice when you wake up that this place is alive and that things seem to have ignored you or kind of treated you with deference once you were asleep and calm and stuff like that, because there is signs that snakes and worms and birds and things have been in the area, that you are surrounded by wildlife. It's a neat place.
The lizardmen put up a sign that says beware of assassin vines.
Yeah,
we should have read that.
You should have used that
What's
comprehend
that say? I don't know
language.
comprehend languages. Ah, damn it. Don't camp here. No camping.
That Cholt, you did the slime and you put up the signs all around it. Warning slime photo.
Yeah, that's right. We're like, that yellow pudding is never going to eat again. It's going to die.
Except for the animals, I can't read.
So you are, you guys can make your way up. You make the next 6 hours kind of easily. You don't encounter anything on this day. Along the river edge is pretty calm, believe it or not. Even things that have come down here that might be predators to drink seem to be following kind of the savanna rule. This is not a hunting area. The water animals are hunting, and you do see crocodiles and snakes and piranha and the like, but on the riverbed you guys are fine. You're not having to deal with any of that stuff. However, go ahead. What were you saying?
If we encounter a crocodile, I do want to cast a speak with animals and ask them about the big croc.
Tell me, speak with animals, explain it to me.
Alright, let's see. Speak with animals. Lasts for 10 minutes. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You may be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the GM's discretion.
Gotcha. Alright.
So, just gonna throw a spell slot at that. Just asking
Is it a ritual?
Oh, is it a ritual?
No, you don't know.
It is a ritual. If we have 10 minutes to hang around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I told you that's your party.
Sure.
So
try if you want to.
You feel your reptilian brain open up.
Oh God, hi, Catalina. It's got whipped. Right. Yeah. I'll just call out to them. It's like, I see you there. You're not going to hunt me today, but we are looking for the biggest croc among you.
You gotta speak an alligator.
Well, I couldn't. I can't.
One of them.
I just play someone who does on TV.
You do see when you start saying, "I see you there." All their eyes move, but they don't.
Yeah.
But once you explain what you're looking for, one of them swims over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest crocodile.
Someone, yeah. The one the lizard folk look for.
Lizard folk look for all crocodile.
Look for the big one that they worship with the big eggs.
What is worship?
It's a ship that
Fights war.
Right. How would I explain that to a crocodile? Gives food to, tributes.
Lizard man, no bring food, take food.
Hmm. So then, who is biggest of your kind?
Biggest of my kind, or biggest look like me?
Always got you there.
Biggest look like you.
There is very big crocodile, but not crocodile. Not far. Maybe one day.
Which way?
Follow the river port.
Do they hunt you?
I don't go near there.
How well do you trust this rocket?
Would you like an arowana? I
What
offered
is it?
one of those
Fish,
fish
yeah.
if it wants.
Now you have the attention of the other crocodiles.
Uh-huh.
So a small group of crocodiles is coming up. Are you throwing them the fish?
I'll just toss it.
They lose their desire to talk to you and start
That's fine.
frenzying with fish.
Yeah. As long as they're not freezing on us as we make our way away.
You hear them. Mine! Oh, just give it to me! He gave it to me!
You're down to 2 marijuanas.
Only 2 marijuanas?
Yeah, I know.
There's two marijuanas.
That was yours.
Oh, you threw them one arrow on it?
Yeah.
Oh, then they don't fight over it. You just get one. I thought you were giving them all 3 of the arowanas.
No, I'll keep one. I'll keep the other 2. That's fine. All right, cool. Just a little, like...
Yeah. So he eats it and runs off. Yeah, he's cool with that. Yeah.
Cool.
You might have made a crocodile friend there. All right, so he's told you
I could bring him along with us.
not
Actually.
far, maybe up the maybe a day up the river. That's what he's saying. Yeah. So it sounds like the lizard folk have a word correct in their assessment of where Simulania might be.
All right.
What's the crocodile's intelligence?
Oh, I had it up. Hold on.
You said it, and I was like, I'm not going to worry about it. What is
It is 2.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Why is it too much?
They have to be. Animal friendship only works on animals with intelligence of 4 or higher.
Well, Simulania lives here.
The
Maybe
lizard
these
brain.
crocodiles seem to have a little bit more understanding of the world around them. We'll just say
That's
that.
offensive.
Now that we've done that.
That we've.
No. It's not about the speak with animals.
Oh.
It's about
No,
he's
I was-
trying to get one to come with us.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
animal
yeah.
friendship.
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work on
Yeah,
their
they're-
medulla
it's not-
oblongata.
It's not familiar level smart. Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
You need dog smart.
Yeah,
Crocodiles
gotcha.
aren't dog smart.
No.
Gotcha. I understand. All right, cool. So yeah,
I think with a
this
lizard brain.
crocodile has corroborated the lizard folk story.
Alright. So head up the river.
Seems so. They would know.
The time passes again easily. You guys make it through about your 6-hour journey that you expected, and
You want something else?
No, I'm good now.
You know I was born near a river.
To the left of one, if I hear correctly.
Mm-hmm.
so the never mind. That's why I looked at your passive perceptions earlier. So you notice it first, followed immediately by him. That when you get farther up to the edge of the head of the river, or basically you would expect it to be either a lake or like a mountain where it's coming down, that sort of thing. You find instead kind of the big flat watery area that's in this forest. It's probably the estuary that's feeding everything and making everything swamp-like, and it's also making the river. And that river is, making the water clean as it goes down towards the mouth port, making food towards the edge, blah, 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 blah. But you notice, off in the distance, these 2 pieces of land sticking out of some shallow water that appear to be these 2 land masses. They are probably 100 to 200, maybe 150 yards out, and are again about 100 to 150 yards apart from each other.
Okay.
So you find yourself here along the edge of the river, whereas here you have some shallower swampland where it gets deeper here where this kind of shape is. So it looks like Vathaus has given you a map of this area of the swamp at the head of the side of the river. So the river is flattened here, and you're getting some growth and some beginning of swamp peat. And then here you're getting some deeper water and a little bit more marshy, and you can't see into it sort of stuff.
Russell and Pete on
This
there?
area here is probably about 100 yards, as is this distance right here.
Right. Well, I believe Rapid, you said that one thing said bugs down there.
Said bugs, and this said food.
Nests.
Yeah.
So
Eggs.
that one was-
Eggs. The
No,
2 on the
eggs.
top are
Eggs
nests.
is here.
Eggs is
as
down here.
this area opens up and the day is warming at the 6-hour mark, so it's right about midday, this area, aside from being kind of obviously flat and open like that with some landmasses popping out, is loud. It is buzzing. There are clouds of insects.
Yeah.
Clouds of them.
I think it's time.
Enough that your distance is obscured after about 20 yards.
Really?
You're starting to see, grays and browns, and they are obscuring stuff. They fly up and down, birds push them aside and things like that, but this swamp is alive.
Yeah.
And there are insects.
Can you create wind?
I can create a little gust, for nothing that can knock something over, but
these bugs will be cleared by gusts of wind, but it's not going to be persistent. How long does your wind work?
Well, I have a druid crab. There is a gust of wind spell. I didn't prepare that. I can create a harmless sensory effect. Let's see. A puff of wind. Yeah, so I can
harmless sensory effect.
So it wouldn't hurt the bugs, but I don't know. It's up to you.
You could make like a small swirl of wind in front of your face to keep the bugs out of your eyes and stuff.
I'm lighting this candle anyway.
Yeah. So you light the candle, and I'm talking thick. Like, it's enough bugs that even while you're lighting the candle, some of the bugs are getting burned up. It's attracting some of them while you're lighting it. But when you do light it, it does seem to clear them out. And they start to move away. And after a few minutes, you realize you've probably got about 10 feet around you. Like, you guys are protected by his candle right now in this small bubble. So you probably have about a 15-foot radius, so 30 foot all the way around. A single movement speed worth of protection from insects at the moment.
Excellent.
I could do a puff wind as well.
Okay. So you can also do the same thing he did? Or do you want to keep it off your butt? You got a tail. Put it on your face.
If it's a cantrip, so it's just like a cantrip. So every once in a while, I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. You just kind of constantly are like,
yeah.
Are you guys gonna stay close or light your candles?
Let's stay close.
All right, stay
Since
close.
I'm wasting them, especially.
Yeah.
They only work for a couple hours.
Yeah, we can take.
Okay. So the top two were what?
Nest.
Nest.
There's a shiny.
That's shiny.
Yes.
And then
food. And then the bottom two were eggs.
Yeah. Bugs and eggs.
I'd rather avoid the bug area. Although we do have these candles, but who knows what kind of bugs, other bugs might be there.
I kind of want to see what's in the shiny section.
I'm assuming these are special candles. Yes. Because I also have 5 regular candles.
No, these are the ones that the Lizardman gave us.
You can light your regular candle and check it out if you want to. Your candle blows out.
This is this is the grounds of the big crocodile. We should be very careful. They're good at hiding at the surface of the water.
Indeed.
You know a thing or two about hiding?
I know how the beasts of the wild hide. Yes,
But not the plants.
Plants are a bit. They don't have that sort of plants where I'm from.
So where do we go? I say shiny.
Sorry
I say
about
shiny
this.
as well.
I looked up how to age leather so I could color it, and I found a really good thing, and I was like, perfect. Put some coffee on it like I normally do and put it in the oven. And I was cooking it like I do paper, and I was like, it's very similar. Right on. And then maybe like 10 minutes into like a 30-minute bake, I was rereading it to make sure I did everything, and I'm like, oh my god, this is hardened leather. I was hardening it. I moisturized it and put it in the oven, and now it like won't unfold. It's like
if like who knows, like,
this is
who knows
funny,
what
like, I wanted
Lizardmen
it to
would have done to
I
make
just wanted it to
something
be
like this.
pliable and stuff, but
Yeah.
this would make sense because if it was getting wet and dried off constantly, it would be a pain in the ass.
It's an amazing prop.
Good stuff.
All right.
Okay, just looking at my spells.
So
real quick.
can we
I don't like water.
move around this to go around towards the shiny?
Sure, you can follow along the peat there, and then beyond that little peat area would be the surrounding forest. So it's not like you can't walk beyond that. You can get in the tree line where there's more cover and things like that, and it's just like trees keep erosion from happening. The tree line is higher, which is also serving to keep this a swamp.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do go up in the tree line, you'll be away from the bugs and stuff like that, but your perception will be obscured, sort of thing. Searching will be not what you want. So walking in the peat is definitely what you want to do if you're searching around. So that is fine.
I just before we encounter anything, if we're going to be poking around here, and I'd rather not be surprised that crocodiles are ambushing predator. Since we're gathered here, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Nice.
All right.
So that's going to give us all
Plus 10 to stealth checks, yeah.
It's insane. Like, we don't leave markings either. Like, so
Yeah.
no.
So this is what you're talking about.
Right.
I'm so
Like,
prepared.
and
This
so
thing, like,
like-
watch us walk by it. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh.
So it's plus 10.
No, it's
we
okay.
literally leave no tracks or marks
It's like,
in the
yeah, cool.
ground. Like, it
All
is
right.
an awesome
So I'm
spell.
assuming then you are sneaking around the
Yep.
swamp. Roll your stealth plus 10.
I'm naturally stealthy.
Are you?
Don't
Okay.
say that before you roll this.
Double one.
Plus 10 is a 21.
Plus 15, because I have a 5 and then a 10.
Jesus. So 26, yeah. Cat meow.
That.
Oh, no.
No!
Your inspiration's gone too.
You want to use the one that I'm pretty sure was just left here from last session.
You can use mine.
I mean, the one from last session too.
Alright, so...
Oh, I keep forgetting that I have these.
Wow.
Better than-
Only a 20.
Oh man, you're the loudest.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
25.
25. Alright, so you guys are like the dead.
We are
You
one
are
with
walking
nature
through the
now.
peat. It's not crunching under your feet. It's not doing anything. In fact, you're starting to see animals come back out. What is it? Worms are coming out. Fish are coming up to the edge and trying to get at flies and things like that. The bugs are staying away from you though. So whatever is in the air that's making that, making them leave is still working. That's not affected by the snow. Yeah, you guys are able to sneak around. As you get by the first little point where it says eggs there on the map, it would seem that Oliver is probably correct. There are several alligators swimming around in there, and you can see definitely open nests. This piece of the swamp is a little shallower and goes up onto the peat a little bit more and is muddy. There are definitely mounds there. That would definitely be where you would find crocodile eggs right there. You continue along the edge there. As you get towards this little inner area right here, and there's a small little grouping of islands and things, you see a few small lights kind of floating along up above those, kind of moving at random, and sometimes going down right near the little islands and in between them and stuff, and kind of swirling before they come back up.
We should avoid those.
And then you're continuing to move forward, and then you get to where it says shiny there. Here, this is a little odd. The peat goes out farther. It looks like it probably was swamp recent. But over here near the edging, there is kind of some natural damming mixed with some kind of modern construction. Looks like some sort of beast has built some sort of dam here. Also on the ground is nice and hard. It's been muddy, but it's been packed. And, because you've snuck up so deftly, you see several bullywugs walking around and doing stuff and kind of moving around. Wisdom.
Can I archaeology these structures?
Are they older than 100 years?
Yeah, archaeology of the structures.
Okay.
It's automatic.
Oh, it's automatic. Okay.
He's like, oh, I know.
He just knows things. Like
These things look like they are made by beast men, sort of thing. Like the actual pieces themselves are very rough hewn. There doesn't seem to be any semblance. Like we bring logs, not like this definition or this length, that sort of stuff. And things have been just kind of piled. However, the piling is arranged, so it's not just a wild animal.
But not discernible of any
It's
sort of
not
like civilization.
No, I mean you've not seen anything like this. No.
Right.
That's
So
also part of archaeology, even if it's not a
Yeah,
100 years. Like it's something
it's-
like, well, that's not. That's great.
yeah. But I'm just saying, your skill, your ability, specifically says that.
if we're
Specific
if
says
it's
That he gets this check if a society is over 100 years old. Like
Oh,
if
so
ruins
gotcha.
are
So
over
these are
100
not
years old.
ruins. It's
if this is just a regular wisdom check without skills, it's going to be 16.
16. Okay. You notice that these bullywugs are moving around. They're normally transient. Them setting up here has to have a reason. They're either farming, which was not how they do stuff, or they're guarding something. This is unusual.
Which is highly unusual. Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand these
This is
things?
highly unusual.
Well, they clearly live.
Who's he even talking to?
They clearly live in this swamp. If you might want to ask them what they're doing, but how many are there?
Pretty good amount. 30, 40. They're kind of moving about. It looks like they wouldn't be doing like villager stuff. They're not making huts and things like that. They're mostly sitting around, tending to weapons or making little nets or eating, that sort of stuff. But some of them seem to be kind of on patrol, looking for people, or looking for stuff. They're keeping this area, but they just haven't noticed you because you're invisible as hell.
The ones that are on patrol.
We could, although that would be a hostile action to their community. But we can get some answers.
Do they have any like decorations or totems or things like posted up? Or like they putting heads of crocodiles up around their
Yeah,
thing,
no kidding, right? Yeah.
A marking of a Sahagin face or something.
Would they?
With a heart next to it.
If they're living in this area with this giant crocodile, I wonder if do they worship it? Are they corrupting it?
Exactly, because the Sahagin, that Sahagin dude, corrupted the crocodile. So I'm wondering if these might be minions of the Sahagin that are there to watch it.
Good thought.
It's so hard.
So there would be one symbol, and it's not everywhere. It's not all over the place, sort of thing. There is one group. There seems to be a flag over. So one little knit of the bullywugs has basically a flag post that comes up, and it has a piece of fabric on it with one symbol on it, but you don't recognize the symbol. Or sorry, who asked me that?
Me.
You did ask me that. Yeah, it's just some sort of symbol on it. Yeah. So the only symbol, there's only one symbol.
Is it like a character symbol or is it like a
pictograph?
It's like a pictograph.
It's
Like a character symbol, like a phonetic or like a word.
Well, I'm just saying, does it look like a mouth or a
No, it's not a drawing.
or,
It looks like it's probably representative of some sort. It could be a totem, but you've never seen anything like it. Yeah.
It's just an emoji.
I mean, technically, that's kind of what these things would have been like, right?
It's a face with tongue sticking out, green.
Yeah.
You could tell them to. That's also pretty unusual for Bullywug to have any kind of insignia or anything like that. That's weird for them to separate themselves like that.
Yeah, I'm muttering this out loud as I think about it.
Well, we need to know what that's about.
There's
I don't want to be fighting a big crocodile and have 30 bullywugs attack us.
Very true. Maybe we should try to grab one.
Do any of them seem like they go out hunting, or does it look like there's people that are?
What are they
How long
doing
are you
there?
gonna stick around and watch them?
How long does pass without?
It
Trace
lasts an
last?
hour, but I do have another second level spell slot.
Well, I feel a little wasted. Let's give it like 30 minutes.
They don't seem to go anywhere. Everything that they need seems to already kind of be here. Maybe this isn't their hunting time, or the hunters are out, but people aren't coming in and out of this area at a regular basis. Because you're sitting here and watching them for so long, you notice that they do have a couple of giant toads with them that are kind of flopping around, and the one with the big insignia flag is on top of one of them. It seems to ride about. He doesn't do anything or do much. He just kind of seems to sit there on top of it. Yeah.
Could get a closer look.
We could. We are pretty hidden.
Your sneak is fucking good as hell right now. So if you want to get up closer and take a look and stuff like that,
Yeah, let's do that.
And also, you can turn into a giant toad, and I can turn into a bullywug.
Can you? Let's do that then.
And is comprehend languages a concentration spell?
No.
So you might want to do that before you do your shift.
How big are bullywugs first? Because I can only change
4
my
feet,
height
right?
by
yeah.
1 foot.
Hang on.
So I could be a big bullywug. But
Let me check that real quick. Medium.
They're medium size? Okay, so then
Yeah, human size. Your size. Yeah, you're fine.
Now, you can understand what they say, but you can't speak to them. So what's the plan? They start asking you questions.
Nod. Move on.
you be a giant toad, I'll act like you're Anthony.
Okay.
You're gonna ride in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is a cool picture of a bullywug.
Oh, what you got? I like
It's
bullywugs.
someone's art station version of it.
That's what I was saying about the D&D fan base stuff like that. The support you get from D&D players and things is always so good.
Yeah.
But fan art, it's like I never take anything from the books anymore. I'm always like, fan art.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Because it's always been like the same thing for so many decades. Like, oh wow, look at that.
Badass.
Oh, that's way.
Right, like those just look like frogs. And
These
this guy
guys
is
look
virgin.
like,
It's like
they look like Frog from
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Toad.
that's what they normally look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. All right. So you guys are going to sneak in?
I'm not saying that these look like that.
Are you going into kind of the center area that's packed in? Or are you going over near the guys? Or are you just going to kind of take a walk around? Well, I like the dwarf one. Yeah, that's cool. Let's pretend they look like that.
Yeah.
I like that one.
So, comprehend languages and disguise self.
All right, you're disguising yourself into, ooh, nice.
It's fun.
Changing into a giant toad.
Mm-hmm.
You're disguising yourself as a bullywug. All right.
And I'm gonna stay on the edge and cover him
Yeah.
as well.
Okay. You change. You have some sort of ancient reptilian part of your brain start whispering some strange frog sounds into your mind.
Oh, I also have a message, by the way, now.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Climb aboard Oliver's toad warded bag. Okay.
I mean, I guess just... I can't really talk to him, so mostly just trying to listen.
No, we're just gonna we're kind of just like do like a pass through. We would have planned this out before, so we're just. What do you want to do? Do we want to just like pass through and just hear what we hear?
I mean,
Or do we want to approach?
I would say we play it by ear, depending on what's going on.
Yeah, but how are we approaching them?
Through the main thoroughfare.
Just
gonna
walking around.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you you board Oliver, and he starts to kind of hop his way over to the group. As soon as you get into their kind of field of vision and make yourself obvious, you're not sneaking anymore. The bullywugs kind of initially get ready, but then they kind of stand kind of more at attention and move aside and make a space for you to go in.
I nod.
All right.
Nice.
You nod, they ignore your nod, and you hop in. However, you hear them as you go by, kind of under their breath. One of the bullywugs says to the other one, Gulpa Gore's already here.
Go Bagor?
Gulpa Gore.
Gulpa Gore.
When you enter the bullywug encampment, you're kind of treated with the same kind of shock at first, but then
I was trying to be incognito.
people are kind of like, oh my goodness, it looks like you're important.
Yeah, that's bad.
You really look
This is bad
important.
because we can't talk.
Yeah. So, as soon as word kind of goes around, the bullywug riding the frog says something, and another bullywug mounts the other giant toad, and they come out of the group.
As I see there's people approaching, I can't communicate to you in this language, but I'll like tap your leg.
I'll message.
Oh, a message.
Sorry, you're comprehending languages too. He didn't just say something to the other guy joining. He says, "Come, let's investigate." That's what he says, and he gets up on the other toad, and the toads and several of the bullywugs begin to approach you.
Right. We see him approaching. I'm tapping you. I can't communicate with you. Did you send me a message?
What?
I telepathically send back in a reply. It's like, you need to beckon them away.
Beckon them away. Beckon them away.
Come
Come here.
Yeah.
Go away.
No. To come away with a. All right.
So
He
while you
gets me.
guys whisper to each other, the one
Well, he whispers. He
Message.
thinks.
No, yes. This is
while you're doing that,
telepathic, yeah.
the one with the banner starts to speak and says, "State your name."
I give a loud because I'm a dumb frog.
Gulpagore.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Initiatives.
Oh no.
6 of the bullywugs break away from the group and run out to meet you. Initiatives.
It was a good plan.
Was it?
I wanted to see how you would do it. You're like, I'd get on a toad like that guy with the banner. I'm like, that's all right.
I'm looking up giant toad initiative.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that for you.
Where would that be? Because I can have another tab and just like look this stuff up. Sources?
Yes, no. It would be in your encounter creator, or you can just Google it. But
Oh yeah, I can just Google it. D&D giant toad.
Here's a question: if I mirror image while I'm on top of a toad, does the toad mirror image too?
no. Does it say that it mirror images everything, including horses and mounts?
Oh cool, the same decks I've always had. Alright, so I got a 5. Which is funny because you're mounting me. So you don't go anywhere without me.
Hang on real quick. I think I might have put a different type of frog into these encounters. That's not a giant toad.
Oh, is it a different?
Nope, never mind, I got it right. Okay, cool. Alright, so you find yourself standing before... Oh, sorry. Initiatives.
5.
18.
14.
You only have +1 dexterity.
As a giant toad and as a human. I have to have wisdom. Wisdom is my wisdom and constitution are like my main things.
They always say.
They certainly do not. That's probably like the rarest like primary 2 combo.
No.
No, I think intelligence constitution would be the rarest.
What class is
Rapid. You are faced with 6 angry, yelling bullywugs. Except you can understand what they're saying this time, and they're yelling stuff like, "Protect it! Get rid of them! Imposters! Imposters!"
Exterminate! Exterminate!
So I think we took a right when we should have taken a left.
They're not listening. You are up. Can I get a bottle of water?
Whoa.
Not the glass one, just the one. Do you want the Joby?
I don't know.
Oh, actually, there's
a
Yeah.
plastic one.
Yeah, I'll take the glass.
I'm still in my right
It looks frozen.
It looks sweet, sweet.
Mirror image.
So, mirror image, he says, does do your mount as well?
Well,
Read
it
mirror
would look
image.
very weird and not work if it
I'm
didn't.
just saying, well, you just be like, don't do it then if you can't do your mount. But
Oh, I mean, it works if they're shooting at him.
Yeah, I mean, I
Whoa.
can also just get off the
Yeah.
road and do it.
Actually, no.
I'm so faster than him.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you just
curious.
see, you'd see
I'm just
3
curious.
floating.
Like if you were on a
floating-
horseback,
And one of
would
them's
you
on a
be-
horse. Hey, Steve! Get him, Bandy. We don't trust that man.
It's Catalina.
Alright. Who's this one?
Catalina.
Catalina.
Yeah.
Dodge setting.
What happens when you're a nice dog?
Yeah.
Get at it.
Seemed like it would have been rude to leave her behind.
It looks like Mandy's trying to be nice just because she wants more love than Catalina, even though she doesn't like it.
Yeah. I'm jealous, but I still.
I hate Eric, but I want that.
She's jealous.
Oh. Jealousy wins. Love achieved.
Hey, I
You're
would jump off of him anyway.
So it doesn't do your mount?
It doesn't specify.
There's no way it would do your mount, yeah.
If it doesn't specify, then do the mount. Yeah.
No.
If it doesn't specify, yeah.
So,
Yeah, and if you're on, why would you need to get off stuff?
The mount is normally a mount is a part of your combat initiative and everything.
I see.
Imagine like mounted with combat wizards casting mirror image
Yeah,
and like,
true.
which one is it? The 3 floating ones or the
Right.
one on the horse?
Yeah.
There's another image of you riding a bullywug now? Or riding a giant
Giant
toad?
3 other
Yeah, the
There's
DM,
3
the
others
DM
or
allows
3
it. Let's
total,
go.
you and 2 others. 4 all total. Okay, 4 total.
And that is an action, so. I will. Also, at 2nd level, height, heroism, me, and him.
What does heroism do?
5 temporary hit points that refresh, and we are immune to being framed. So 5 temporary hit points.
Immune to being framed?
frightened.
Oh.
You're immune to being framed.
Yeah.
He did it!
No. I'm a hero.
He cast aid or heroism.
Alright, is that your turn?
Oh, wait, I'm done. That's also an action. I can't do that.
So you don't get the
Yeah, so
protection
no
from being
heroism.
framed. You are totally going to get framed.
Yeah. It was bonus action and fire.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Alright. Bullywug's up. Alright, Bullywug 1. He attacks a. What happens if I attack your mirror images and I fail?
You have to if they're gonna do an attack on me, they have to do a roll.
Yeah.
If there's 4 that are still up, then it's 6 or higher, or 3 that are still up.
I have to roll a 1 or higher?
6.
On a 6 or higher, you're going to hit a mirror image.
Oh, okay. I got a 7.
So one of the mirror images getting hit.
But on a D20?
Yes.
I
For
see.
whatever reason, they do it with the D20 because it's available instead of just.
They should have kept it the old way. It's just like, I don't know.
Why did my armor class go down? Did I accidentally unequip something? Oh, yes, I did.
Bullywug number 2. Oh, sorry.
Now you have to roll to hit it.
Oh,
And it's AC 13 because they don't have armor, but they're still as dexterous.
13 to hit.
Okay. Then one of your mirror images go down.
Yep.
So now there's only 3.
He kind of.
And it disappears.
I mean, you can understand him. Alright, the next one gets a 12 to hit you.
So it's 8 plus now.
And so that hits a mirrored image.
again.
So
Now roll to hit.
This one gets an 18.
Second mirror image down.
Alright, here comes the
Now it's a 12 or higher.
third Bullywug.
Makes a lot more higher.
Third Bullywug attacks a 16.
I think that's going to hit a mirror.
Yeah, that's gonna hit a mirror image.
Alright. 21 to hit.
That kills another mirrored image.
Alright, so there's one
Well,
up
that's
and
3 hits that didn't hit us.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now it's just
Alright, Bullywug on Rapid. He gets an 8, of course. Next Bullywug on Giant Toad. That is a 12.
Oh wait, do I use with Toad AC, don't I?
correct.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Alright.
Am I mirror image as well? No, it's just you.
Well, they're gone now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
That does hit me.
also, don't you have all their hit points, and then once those hit points are done, you just
You-
revert
you
back.
do-
Yeah,
reverts back.
I just go
So
back.
stay in the toad.
Yeah. That does hit me.
Alright. You take 7 damage.
Alright. I have different HP as this thing.
And the next one attacks Rapid as well. He gets a 16?
16?
Silvery bar.
Silvery Barb.
So he has to now roll a disadvantage die.
16, 19 that time. So
Oh, so 16 still hits.
16 hits.
Yep. And I'll give you the advantage.
21 to hit.
Oh, that's right.
What?
You
Oh, I already
already
did it. Well, whatever. So take 2 damage. Dang it. That's the Bullywug's constants. Good job soaking 3 Bullywugs. You
Yeah.
are off in the distance.
Yep, I am hidden. I am going to.
But they are. You have your candle on. Oh, you're a frog.
I'm a frog right now, yeah.
Hop away.
I'd say that there's enough going on in the camp and stuff that the insects are not causing an issue right now. There's no obscured stuff.
I'm
because
sure
this is
these
cleared
things
away, I
have
think. Yeah,
something
they've
to
got
deal
something
with
to-
the
Well,
insects.
Bullywugs don't have. Yeah,
Hides and
they're,
stuff. So
they're hides and things like
There's
that. so
probably
they
these
can-
candles all over the place.
Well, no, they have like eye lenses.
Mm.
Their skin is still scale. The insects aren't going to do anything to the frog.
Oh.
They're not the target. I know that's not.
No, that's
really
cool. That's
correct or
cool.
whatever, but,
So insects are plaguing us right now.
No, they're not though, because there'd be fires lit here. Things would be going
okay.
on.
Yeah.
You know, they're moving around,
Right.
that sort of stuff. And you've got your candle on, even though you look different, that sort of stuff. So there is no disadvantage to trying to shoot through an insect cloud or anything here.
I am going to.
Freeze?
Yeah, it froze. I'm going to. Am I within range to shoot them?
Yes, absolutely.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot,
What's your movement speed as a toad?
and then
20 to
use
land,
my
40 in water.
cunning action, bonus action, to rehide.
Okay.
So I'm just basically sniping.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, shoot it up. What are you shooting at?
didn't
Just a
tell me
bullywug?
that.
I'm shooting at
Obviously,
a,
yeah.
I'm shooting at a bullywug. The last one that hit him.
Okay.
You got an advantage in inspiration, so.
I have advantage on this
Oh, the
because
last one that hit him. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but there's like 30 of them. Well, how many are coming
There's
out?
only
There's 6
6
in
of
front of you. The rest of the bullywugs, I will say that now that you've started your fight, the rest of the bullywugs are seeming to surround you. So
Yeah.
you're kind of like in a fighting pit at the moment.
Hmm.
Or it's being formed. You guys are, but the other bullywugs are not joining.
Well, I can hop. Yeah.
17 to hit.
17 hits, yeah. Okay.
Mirror image is fun.
Yeah, that's a great spell. It
19 damage.
seems odd
So,
how they made it.
You guys are
It's still a
fighting
great
off
spell.
bullywugs, and you just hear it as a bolt just comes out and hits one of the bullywugs right in his big eye,
Hell yeah.
dropping him where he stands. Oliver. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's it.
All right, Oliver.
I rolled a rehide.
That's right, you're rehiding.
I'm going to make a leap 20 feet to the nearest body of water.
There's no body of water that's 20. Oh, you're just going to move 20 feet
Yeah.
towards water. Okay, so that would be towards, away from where you guys, where's the map? So,
Hippity hoppity.
you guys are in here where this normally would have been water. You guys left this area and entered the Bullywug encampment right there. Hopping that way is where you're going to be heading towards the swamp. The groups of the bullywugs that were all knotted and everything are in here. So if you jump in close to the water, you're basically leaving the fray.
Yeah,
That's what he's trying to do.
Okay, you're leaving the fray.
Yeah.
So you make your jump.
Yeah. And as soon as I'm in water, if I touch water, no, okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to. I can't really do much as a giant toad. Is the problem?
Can you not undo that?
You can also double move.
I can't double move. Yeah, but that's a lot. Well, they're starting to surround us. I mean, like, should we not run? Like,
What I was saying is they've surrounded you, but only 6 of them are engaging you.
And how many of them are armed? Like, how many of them even
actually,
have
that's a good
weapons?
question.
They're
Yeah.
all armed with various things. They've got spears and sticks and things like that. Oh, the ones surrounding you are not armed. I'm sorry. They're not like getting ready to like fight you.
Okay.
They're
Well, that's
you
a
can
little
still
different.
hear and things like that. They're cheering. It's as I said, you're like in a fighting pit. They're challenging you. You're bullywugs that walked in, and then one of you said you were Go-Go, and he's like, I am.
Yeah, I'm this guy.
Now there's basically like a dispute. Who's the fucking boss? So that's what's
Okay.
happening.
Well then,
Eat the
okay.
boss.
Well, yeah,
Like,
honestly,
you
in
don't
that
know
case,
obviously. I can't just
yeah,
tell you all
you
that
know,
stuff,
but
yeah.
if it looks, I thought it was like they're gonna close us in and stab
They're
us
not
with
closing
spears.
in. That's why I was saying it looks like a fighting pit is forming around.
Okay, that's different.
That's
All
what I
right.
said.
Well, okay. Well, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. All right, Teach. There's all right. Well, then I'm going to hop over. Instead, I'm going to leap over to what do these 6 look like? What do we got?
So you got 5 left, and they are just
Yes,
kind
thank
of
you.
they're kind of around you because you're just one bullywug on a giant toad.
Yeah.
So they surrounded you, and then there's a bigger ring around them. Closer to the top of that little part of the map is where, like, the other guy with the banner, the other guy on the frog, and a big group of them are, but the rest of them have kind of surrounded you. They're jumping up and down, they're yelling and stuff like that. They're having fun.
Right. Where's the? I'm gonna just choose one that doesn't look like it's got a lot of armor, and I'm going to bite it. Just wrong. I have a +4 to hit. Well, I can
resetting.
do this afterwards,
Yeah.
can I?
No, maybe. I don't know.
You also have advantage on
Taste
this.
different.
I have advantage on it.
I don't
Oh,
think
Oh, you gave me
you
advantage.
auxiliary barbs, yeah.
Can I choose to, or it's just my next
It's your
my
next
next
thing.
roll? Yeah,
Yeah, next.
So you're biting a bullywug, right?
I'm biting a bullywug for 20.
Yeah, that gets in.
All right, I will do 1d10 plus 2 piercing damage, and then I'll swallow them whole.
Damn.
Just remember, they're on giant toads as well. They can do
Are
that.
they all on giant toads?
No.
There's 2 giant toads in there besides you.
It's 11 piercing damage to one of the bullywugs, and then I swallow. The toad makes a 1 bite attack against a medium or smaller attack. It is grappling.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You have.
Oh.
You grabbed this little rubbery frog and just smacked him. He is in your gullet. You got him.
Wonderful.
What happens when you
He's
turn
dead.
back?
Oh, now it's food.
Right, yeah.
Change that. Oh, comes out.
Just comes out of his stomach. Oh my god!
And actually, they did this in Critical Role. One time, the wizard in the second campaign, they were on a ship. They're fighting on a ship, and the wizard had a polymorph spell. He turned himself into a Tyrannosaurus Rex and started swallowing dudes.
Yeah.
And then when the spell came to an end, he had to, as he was turning back, he had to throw up anything that wouldn't fit.
Yep.
In
I could make it like an expectoration exercise for you where you start having like choking damage if you can't get up. You know that Rick and Morty mind blowers where he's like that thing is coming out of him and they're like, we have to love him. We have to tell him we love him so much that it comes out. They're like, we love you, Morty. You're so great. And it's like, oh, but you can tell he can't breathe.
Yeah.
And after a few minutes, they're like, God, is there an end to this? And my attention's short. I got some stuff to do. And he's like, come on. You can't even tell me that you love me long enough for a worm to come out of my throat.
Can you grab me some paper towels there?
Yeah. Oh.
Over there.
Having this slow battle with
Oh,
water.
yeah. Do you want something else?
I think I'm allergic to Catalina. Because last night I got it too. My nose is like itching.
I get a little reaction
It's
to
her
it.
dander for sure. One of my cats does the same thing, but I keep being like,
We're so
rubbing
pink,
my
Catalina.
nose.
It's just like, you talking about
You're
me?
so good.
You're such a good girl.
Alright, so you have eaten a
You too,
bullywug.
Bandy.
That's Oliver's turn. Rapidly cheer up. There seems to be one bullywug who is challenging the bullywug throne for some reason.
I've never had an instance playing a druid where I was a mount of somebody and also just eating things. This is fun.
So there is a bullywug that's also on
Is
the
the music
toad.
still on?
There is a bullywug that's also on the toad.
No. So you guys are engaged with 4 remaining bullywugs. All of the other bullywugs and toads and stuff have moved away from you. They have given you a berth to basically fight.
So, like, the ones on the toads, I think, are standing watching what's happening, right?
Yeah, everybody's off. No
The
toads
banner
are-
guy is watching.
The banner guy is watching, the other toad guy is watching, all of the other bullywugs are watching. There is a small knot of bullywugs around those 2 guys, but the rest of them have made this big circle around you as you guys fight.
Okay.
So you're just fighting ground bullywugs.
I should also check and see if this guy's self goes off if you take damage.
Hmm?
It's not a
No.
concentration.
It does. I don't think so.
Say that again.
He's looking up this guy's self.
Oh.
If he loses it, if it gets hit, but I don't think that's the case.
You're committing to this
Just-
bullywug bit, right?
Yeah.
He is,
I'm pretty sure it's just like, that's just what you look like.
right?
Yeah.
So you still have all your regular stats when it's not him.
No,
He's a
no.
frog now.
Oh yeah, I am quite literally a giant toad right now.
They're a good enemy though. I like them. They got some cool little moves. That
Yeah.
swallow is fun.
Yeah.
I guess we should take down some of these guys, but I also want to re-put mirror image up. It's only
Hey.
4. They're just bullywugs.
You're the one taking
I was gonna
all
say
the
you've already
work.
killed 2 bullywugs just by attacking them.
Yeah. Am I within stabbing range?
Yes, they're on you. They're stabbing you too with spears.
Okay, then I am going to stab them with a rapier.
Rape away.
16.
That's some raper. Yeah. Backing up. 15 hits.
Jesus.
8 damage.
8. You knock the bullywug to his knee, but he's still fighting back at you.
And then for bonus action, can I inspire you, or are you too far away?
You're riding him.
No, I've already inspired him.
Oh.
30
He's
feet
about
range,
he's about 30 feet away, 35.
It might matter very much if it's 30 or 35.
60 feet.
60 feet, wow.
So you can inspire me.
You're watching this crazy display.
Just looking at it
Yeah.
inspires you.
Gotta save him.
That's
I'm not
good
walking
too.
back out through the swamp.
Like, little help here? Oh, you remembered me.
So,
Such a nice
anything
house.
else? Oh, you attacked. You attacked and inspired. Alright.
Alright, cool. Bullywugs are up. First bullywug on you. Rapid. Blow. 18?
That's a hit.
Spears at you. Alright. 4. 4 damage. Bullywug number 2. Number the second. 14? Misses. Just can't seem to get it right. The next bullywug saw his friend go down. He's standing close to him. He's going to use his spear with 2 hands. 13?
Miss.
Misses, and he just wasn't fast enough. And Hurt Bullywug is doing the same thing, grabbing the spear with a second hand.
Going after me again?
Mm-hmm.
Eat more.
That's ineffective.
Ah,
Constance.
Alright, again,
Yeah.
snipe and re-hide.
These volleyball are having an off day. What a terrible time. Oh, I have fucking inspiration.
Yeah, you should use that.
Wow, same thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey!
there's a 15 hit.
15 hits, yeah.
Nice. What was this?
Did you notice I have an extra inspiration die?
I did. Level 4, let's go.
7 damage
7 damage?
Yep.
On the
on a new one. Actually,
On a new
no. Did he wound one?
He hurt one, yeah.
I'll do that one.
Alright, it's dead. Yeah. That you finished it off. He was fiddling with a spear and had no clue
Oh,
where
I
that
forgot
came
I can
from.
use these to reduce their rolls too.
That's right.
So that's 16. I could have.
Yeah.
Taking it down.
We're learning. New skills, new powers.
Passive perception for one of these things.
What's their wisdom score? Bonus.
0.
So
10.
10.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I got a 12 to rehide. So barely.
Alright. Alright.
Unless they actually have perception.
No, they don't. That's why I was asking you. That's why I was like, wait a minute, what? So, Bullywugs again. Oh, sorry, Rapid again. Oh, no, Oliver. Jesus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That one that got that spear with 2 hands, I'm just gonna try to eat that one.
Alright.
Ooh.
What's your attack?
It's +4, so that's a
7.
7.
You get up to
I could,
13.
if I roll good with a d6. Oh, God, 7, 8, 9. That's not gonna do it.
No, you missed it.
Blech.
Tongue just way over. He's dealt with giant toads before.
Right? Yeah.
He's the handler. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like a, well, I don't know, you have to say you're like a weird moving one. You're not just like, you're like,
Yeah.
You've never done this before.
Well, no. Okay. Let me say, to become one of
I
these
know,
things.
I'm
All right.
just-
Yeah.
You must think like that.
I'll take
You
my
must be the toad.
glass bottle of water. Rapid, you're up.
the Topo Chico.
Topo Chico.
The Topo Chico. Glass bottle.
Glasser?
Mm-hmm.
Glasser. Here's a glasser.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
You know what? Vicious mockery.
Yeah? Read it to me again. I know we've heard it 1,000 times.
No, they just need to be able to hear, though they need not understand.
And it's a saving throw.
Right on the edge.
Yeah, saving throw.
Yeah. It just
Oh, no, that's
You
that's
see
the
it.
best.
See it crystallizing. That, like, I kind of want to get a different, bigger, refrigerator.
So wisdom 15.
God, that thing is so powerhouse,
so-
man.
oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say, if you
Doesn't
do,
count.
I'll take that one back.
I'll put that in my room.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So wisdom 15.
Wisdom 15?
Saving throw.
Holy shit. This is for all the Bullywugs? They can hear, right?
This is just the
No, this
just
is
the one.
two-handed guy.
Oh, just you. So you aim it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is a what?
DC 15.
Wisdom saving
With
throw.
6. It does not make it.
And not
Takes
to
4
be,
damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack.
and not to give us more detriment, but if they're if the rest of these bullywugs around, if they're like flanking us, they should get an advantage. But
Nope, that is not true.
oh, what? Flanking doesn't give an
That's
advantage
a 3rd
anymore?
edition rule.
Damn.
It's also
Flanking-
the entire
flanking
camp's
is-
not coming after
And
us.
they're not within 5 feet of you
I'm glad
anyway.
you said it because I was like, I've
Yeah.
never heard this because we never do it in our game either. I'm like, we should be flanking the shit out of
I
all
thought we
these
did with
things,
the
but-
rogues.
No,
Well,
so
no, I
rogues-
get if you. Most of them is mine. I get advantage if they're already fighting somebody. I'm not flanking.
Oh,
I'm stabbing
So-
your opponent while you're fighting him.
There is
I'm
an
just
So it
option.
still kind of
It's still there.
exists, but
for rogues.
yeah,
It's still there.
Okay.
So
okay.
what it is there's a flanking rule, optional rule that they talk about in the DMG, which is a throwback to 3.0. A rogue, his sneak attack says if you have advantage on attacks,
vodka.
then you can add your sneak attack damage to that
Yes.
attack.
can
You
actually
do not need
hurt yourself
advantage
drinking,
if the
straight
opponent
frozen
you're
vodka,
fighting
because it
is
won't freeze.
also fighting another
So you can
opponent.
get it well below the freezing.
And that's
level.
much better than
So people
flanking.
get hurt
because
sometimes
you could be
by, like,
side by side with
freezing
the
their
Right,
thing.
yeah.
It's nice and cold. You put it in there, like freeze your mixer. Or people will take shots and be like it'll hurt your lungs and
It's
it'll
like
hurt
freezing
your
your mucus and shit.
People go to the hospital for it. It happens in Russia. All right. Rapid just went. That was his turn.
And then yep.
Hey,
All right.
we're a bit.
Yeah.
Bullywug. So once you do
You
that,
also don't seem to need him.
when you do that, the cheering and stuff from the other bullywugs seems to kind of like take a halt and change, and you realize instead of them being like kill him, they're like fight. The chants seem to be going to the home team now specifically. So you've done something that's not bullywug friendly. They're like, what? So
Oh man, these might be like good. These might be like
you
good
said
guys.
words. You said common words.
You like cast a spell and stuff
Yeah.
too, like right in front of them. So yeah, something happened. Their mood has changed, and now people are cheering for the home team. Whereas, and I'm only telling this because you're comprehending languages. You're hearing the tone, and everybody changed to yelling for their own team. Everyone now knows you guys are not Golung.
Everyone
You are
decided
not
to share.
Golung. You are not Golung
Ah.
or Garlung. Whatever.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, it's in the book.
Golpagor.
Golgor. You guys are not Golgor, and everyone knows it now. So, this guy renews his attack on not Golgor.
I am Gobagor.
15?
That sounds about a hit.
Okay, so no. He's subtracting this d6 from. your
Oh, okay.
But even a 1 will make it 14, which will miss.
Yeah,
So
14. You missed.
All right. He just right by your face. Next
Oh,
guy.
is that the 2-hand again?
No. This guy's angry. He's just too angry. He's pissed off. He misses. Here is 2-hand.
Disadvantage.
Not that he needs disadvantage on a 5. He misses as well with his stupid disadvantage. All right, you've got them on the ropes. They've missed you. They're mad, but it's not friendly. This is not like the fun fight pit.
Yeah.
To see who's in charge now. You guys are fighting.
No,
These guys, they're
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
let you go.
These people might be here because of a corrupted crocodile, and we're just like killing good guys. I don't know.
Well, you did your little thing earlier. You know this is unusual.
Mhm.
They would probably only do this if they were setting up a new encampment or they were protecting something. So you might be right. They might be here protecting some one or something, but it's more of like a right here. Like this is where we, because normally they would rove about. They wouldn't have a small space like this. So this is not a territory. This is this space.
You're right. Yeah.
Who's next?
Oh, sorry, Constance. I apologize. I keep, I'm the GM all the time until combat, and then I keep waiting for you to tell me.
It's the there was a TikTok. It was like DM sitting there while it's not his turn.
Yeah.
And it's like
Bully
like,
once.
do. Remembering that I'm the DM. Oh god! I'm supposed to be paying attention to what they're
There's
doing.
a couple of times where like I'll ask you something, we'll talk,
We can
and
make
I'll go
them
and be like, "Oh fuck!" Like I have to know what they're saying, not just.
Alright, shooting, popping up and shooting again, and going back and hiding.
You hitting the inches with the 2-hand?
Yes.
Okay.
More of them.
24. The
That'll
one
hit
the
him for
wounded
sure.
one.
Yeah, 24.
8. That's probably good. 5, 10, 13, 19 damage.
Yeah, he is.
No,
just
sorry. 17 damage.
Yeah, it just right through his throat, out the other side, cleanly. He kind of grasps for a second, makes one more kind of push for it, and then falls.
16 to rehide.
The crowd is. Oh, that's funny that you read it. 'Cause I'm like, the crowd knows.
I keep wondering, like,
Yeah, like no, I mean, everyone knows.
Yeah,
it. Now
yeah,
it's
yeah.
more of like you can see fear going around the group now, because this is not bullywugs. You guys are not bullywug
Right.
loyalty. They don't know what you're fighting with or how, and so they're scared looking now. They're upset. Oliver,
How many of these?
there are
6.
2 more in front of you. Both of these have not been hit yet.
Okay.
None of the others have joined the fray or tried to come and help their fallen compatriots or anything like that.
All right. Well, if they're still fighting us,
They are. They don't look like they're enjoying it anymore. Like they're looking scared. You've got 2 left.
if I can't. Oh, you're still on my back. I can't. If I shift, we would just look like idiots because I'd shift back to human and then you fall on me and then I'd crump on the ground, and you'd probably be
You'd
Plus, you got all
also,
those
you'd also
hit
be
points.
throwing up a.
Yeah.
Plus, you got all those
I'll
hit
let
points
you
that the
free action
frog has.
not appear riding his
But
shoulders.
There's no reason not to, because you have those hit points. You're a frog until those hit points are gone. Then you go back.
No,
Full hit points.
I do take those. I do take the damage back into my human form.
No.
Do I not?
So
Well, that was the whole
only
point of taking
damage
beast
that
form.
like. So if you have 3 hit points left and someone hits you with 5, you go back to your druid form and take 2 damage.
Oh, it's
It's
wow.
an overflow.
Okay.
So these are all extra hit
Imagine
points.
yourself as
Yeah.
you're a were toad right now. You have healing powers. You get forced back into your human. You get some scratches. Yeah.
All right.
So your form is pure extra hit points.
I'm going to keep biting,
Sure.
but I'm going to try to do it non-lethally now.
Okay.
Not killing.
Yeah, I don't
Go for it.
know what these. I don't know what these people are about. It's a 6 plus 4 for 10. Probably need more than 10. 13.
15? No.
No.
He manages to.
That's my turn.
He's seen a
Yeah.
giant toad try to do that.
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
All right, rapid.
This is his first Todio.
Eh.
Damn it.
Hey!
Wow.
I'm just mad that I didn't say it first. Copyright. Shit. There's no combat last time. All combat.
There's just mockery.
Yeah.
Alright, do it up.
You did some hunting earlier.
So we need to roll the.
Saving throw. Wisdom.
6.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, 9.
Nope.
I'm still suffering from that.
4 damage.
That stupid 6 and 9 shit. I knew it was gonna be me.
4
what is it?
damage
4
and
damage.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage. All right, he is more scared than ever. The crowd starts making the same kind of sound that they did before that you're now interpreting as a boo.
A boot?
A boo.
Boo.
They are booing that.
Oh.
All right. So first bullywug not scared makes his attack at a 12. Missing
They don't like your
the not
magic.
bullywug. Second guy who is hurt and scared has disadvantage. Oh man, he's finally gonna hit. Oh, 16?
And
Damn it!
oh nope, 15 still hits.
All right. He does not have. Or that was with disadvantage. All right, he is spearing you. Pokey poke poke. Oh, here he did it. 5.
That's not bad.
They're bullywugs. I thought this was going to go a lot faster. You guys just kind of rolled slow.
Yeah.
All right, that's him.
I'm not a damaged person.
Yeah.
If I was up there, it would be going much faster.
And if he wasn't a toad, he'd probably be going much faster too.
16 hits,
Yep.
right?
Really, actually. These guys have they have a lot of dexterity, so their AC is pretty high, actually.
Yeah.
17 damage.
Oh, and it's their constitution. These guys have constitution dexterity. That's what's making them so hard to hit. Yeah.
17 damage.
17 damage. Yeah, he's done. Alright. So there is one bullywug left, but he's not backing down.
Yeah.
And the other bullywugs are starting to cheer his name. They're starting to yell for him. Thod, if you care. Yeah. So
Thod?
it's just Thod. Yeah, they're calling Thod.
We're gonna kill Todd. Don't. Write that.
It looks like you're gonna have
I mean-
to. Thod is pushing the attack. Oliver, it is your turn.
Go try to bite him non-lethally.
Alright.
Yeah.
Like when a dog
I think
comes up, it's like,
I think these are potential friends.
I think so too. But they attacked.
18 plus 4 for 22.
Yeah, you catch him in your mouth.
Alright.
Damage.
It's going to be... What the fuck is that? A 5 plus 1 for 6.
Ah,
Alright.
And I'm going to swallow.
try to grapple him.
Yeah. But I'm not digesting him. I'm keeping him.
He struggles the entire time and starts stabbing you with a spear. He's not going to just
Yeah.
let you pretend to eat him.
Yeah.
Jump hard.
So strength
No, it's if the attack hits.
Oh, that's right. He's
Right,
grappled.
he's just
or restrained.
grappled,
Gotcha.
right.
I see what you're saying. Okay, so
He's just
so the
holding him in his
attack did
mouth.
hit. Does he have to now roll the grapple or what?
Let me.
The attack is the grapple.
Okay,
It all depends on what you want to do.
that's fine. He beat the AC.
Yeah.
He's got this guy's holding him. Oh, you were just describing the grapple.
Right.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. So you
Yeah.
tried to put him in your mouth. Okay.
He's blinded and restrained.
So you're restrained him. He's in your mouth. You're big enough to hold him in your mouth. I'm sorry. I see what you were saying.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
telling me what your
Now
grapple
he
looks
has to like
like. Okay.
get out on
But
his
I'm not
turn.
secreting my acids.
All right. You're secreting
Not-
acids.
I'm not
Oh,
secreting
okay,
my
so
acids.
yes.
Just
Okay.
holding him in the
Sorry,
mouth.
gotcha. You got him in your mouth. Okay. So with the fall of the last bullywug, the others start to chant, and they all start croaking the same thing over and over again, which you can understand to mean more. And the bullywug that's riding the toad hops off his toad, not the standard bear guy. He gets off his toad and walks into the circle with some other bullywugs.
Oh shit! It ain't over, huh?
This bullywug is quite a bit bigger. Sorry, it's just him. I apologize. So it's one big bullywug, and he's got his giant toad alongside him, but he is not mounted. He's brought it in there. He kind of claps his chest and says, "Forthard," and then you hear the other people saying his name, Gorn. And they start chatting Gorn and initiative.
I say Scopa Core.
They don't seem to care anymore what
By the
this
way,
bullywug
it's
is saying. So yeah, you find yourself in front of a
It was
very,
just
very...
they just misheard me. I didn't say it was Golpagore. I said it was
you guys
Scopa.
are in front of a very large bullywug and a toad.
What'd you say?
New initiatives.
New initiatives. Round 2 of Bullywug Death Pit.
Natural 20.
Oliver?
16.
Constance?
17.
Nice.
So I'm 24. Are we doing the...
Advantage on crit initiative.
What does that mean?
Yeah, we're
So
fighting
when we were-
bullywugs.
I know,
Before in the
what
other
does he
game,
get to do for it?
he gets advantage on anything he does that
Yeah,
the
let's
first
do it.
turn.
Sounds
And
fun.
if you roll a 1, you get disadvantage on anything.
I mean, he natural 20. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome, Juby. Yeah,
What's going on?
Hey, Druby.
we're kind of in
Yeah.
a fight pit with a strange collection of bullywugs and a what seems to be a temple of sorts. While we're hunting a giant god crocodile.
Oh, he gets an initiative.
I don't know. There's the weird bullywugs.
We're in Fight Club. Well, I'm not. They are.
Yeah,
I'm just popping my head up and shooting them every once in a while.
Yeah, it's amazing that some of
They're
the
still wondering, like, are they just...
That's that cunning action hide.
Yeah.
Rapid, you are first. Advantage on whatever you do.
Fucking... How close is he?
Gore.
How close is that guy?
Sorry. 10 feet. He walked up to you. He's not an arm's length, but he's challenged you. Crossbow. The croaker or the toad?
The toad.
Alright. Really? Two-type toad?
No.
The
Sorry.
toad or the bullywug?
Oh, sorry, the bullywug croaker is his actual, that's like his designation, but Gorn or the toad?
Yeah.
Gorn?
Yeah, so 15.
Excuse me. Yes, you have hit.
Okay.
I'm currently a giant toad.
7 damage.
Sorry?
7 damage.
7 damage.
And bonus action.
What did you just
Second level healing word on myself.
It just
Oh.
sounded devastating.
Wow. It's a dice block.
It just landed on this wood piece that you've got down here with some of these. Oh, and 2 of these fell too. It just was like a weird cacophony. It sounded like breaking, but
Yeah, it
was
sounds like breaking models. I was like,
I know.
Bonus action, second level healing word on myself.
Alright.
Damn. 4 plus 5, so 9.
9. You're up. And I'm sorry, how much did you do on the bullywug earlier? You said 7? 7? That's my bad. All right. Good.
Oh. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I hit anyway. But I forgot to do the advantage on the attack.
You might get a crit.
Now get it, bro.
Nope. Natural one.
All right.
Glad I got that out of there.
Yeah.
So, Gorn kind of hits his chest a couple of times. He looks mad, looks at the crowd, and they start saying, "Glop, glop." And the croaker starts to just sing this nasty sounding song of marshy doom. Wisdom saving throws, the two of you.
Oh no. Okay, at least I use wisdom, intelligence, charisma as my own, right? Or at least wisdom, intelligence. I think Yeah, I'm the druid. I
I'm
should know
pretty
this
sure
stuff.
you're wisdom con, right? Saving throws.
No, maybe in my toad form.
Oh yeah, you use your own wisdom,
Yeah.
your own saving throw.
Ooh.
Hey, Drooby.
Don't give in to that.
What'd you get? 5.
I got 13.
Woohoo! All right. 13.
Yes.
So here we go. 9 psychic damage. 5 psychic damage.
Yeah, I just got that 9 back.
I got five
So
as
half,
well. I
yeah,
failed on
half.
13.
No,
No, you got
successful. You got half rounded up.
Oh, so wait, he got 5 and I got.
You got 9. You got
Oh
Yes.
shit!
And the song's notes and mixture of tone cause a queasiness
I
quake
write
in
this
your
down.
stomach. You guys have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws.
Ew, that's not good.
Yeah.
Now you
Until
need to cast that
it's only until the
poison
end of
spell.
your next turn. All right. That's Gorn. Giant toad.
Yeah, don't let him eat you. He just 3d6 swallowed poison damage to you.
Gorn.
Oh, you don't gotta name me.
What? That's insane.
You have to stand up for yourself, man. Can't rely on the government.
So Gorn makes a
Listen.
Gorn makes a ribbit that you don't understand even. But as soon as he says it, the toad kind of shakes itself and looks kind of in your rough general direction and makes its full 20-foot leap out in that direction and starts to kind of
Yeah,
search
you can tell at the end.
shooting its tongue and sniffing about.
Oh really?
That's the toad.
Can I
Constantly.
get swallowed out here? Woo!
No,
It's
yeah,
gonna
that's
suck.
bad news bears, baby. Alright.
I'm going to leap out and fight this toad.
All right,
Yeah.
fight a toad.
Ha
Hang on. No, it's hunting you. If you jumped out, it's gonna be scared. It's ready to go.
No, but I do get advantage because I was unseen up until
Yes.
it attacked. So
19.
I was just gonna fun roll like the
Yeah.
fight
Oh,
for the-
fine, yeah. So 25 to hit with my rapier.
Yeah, you hit it. Toad is not as strong as a bullywug even. They're not very quick. It's a big bulbous.
They're very easy to hit.
Yeah.
They're like a,
You know, right?
Yeah, I
do.
20 damage.
20
Whoa!
damage. Nice.
They have 39 HP.
And I shoot him with my crossbow.
Yeah.
25 again to hit.
This giant toad falls on its side.
Hell yeah!
So another 7 damage.
Don't
So it
go-
just jumps out and I just...
The bushes are terrifying in this swamp.
The bullywugs close to that side of the circle moan. They're like, no! Like, they're like, oh! But its death will give others kind of an idea of where you are.
Yeah, oh no, I'm in full
Oh,
visibility
you're that's right.
now.
You came out. What am I saying?
So,
Yeah.
ha!
Got it.
And I let out
All right, cool.
I let out a
There we go.
like
That's
a hoop and a holler to
Hoop and a
them.
holler. Oliver, you're up. Giant toad.
Swashbuckling hoop and holler
Mhm.
as I slay this thing in one.
So,
Gorn is the only one in front of you. Big ass bullywug.
right. I'll try to.
Just
What,
get
is,
in between me and it.
are you still on my back?
He's really not even that much.
No,
bigger
I got
than
it.
him. He's
You
he's
got
big for-
off?
Yeah.
He's big for a bullywug. What's up?
He got off this last turn, didn't you?
You got off? Alright. So then I will use my action to revert to my form. And then I will use my bonus action. So I turn from toad to man, and then I turn from man to stars with
To
my
glory,
bonus
man.
action, and I'll take the archer form, which gives me a free shot.
So
the free shot.
when he changes back into a person and begins to glow, you hear the bullywugs start, I knew it, and they start using a word that would probably mean witch, like witches, like you guys are, fakers, deceivers, that kind of stuff. They're yelling insults.
Damn right. All right, and then I'll launch a little starry blast at Gorn. Please be good. That's a natural 1. I will use my chip for my my little joke earlier to re-roll that.
I feel like I should just give I shouldn't accept any of these. Just when you spend them, they go in my pile.
There's games that do that.
That
they actually go back and forth.
Yeah.
I
And
think
when you spin them, they go back.
this.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
played a game like that.
Yep.
All right,
Well, that's probably not a hit. That's going to be a 10.
a 10? No, you do not hit.
Remember that Viking game?
All right,
But I got my shield
There
out.
was no DM.
Oh yeah. Iron Sworn,
Mm.
where there's no DM.
Oh
We all
yeah.
just-
It's cool stuff, man. If you like typing more on the,
I'm telling you, we still got
You
to
said you were
play.
going to send me that Discord. You never did.
We still got to play 7
I don't
Tombs.
know about that. I've
Yeah.
learned some things about that place.
That's the one we turn the lights off and pretend that it's been 1,000 years, and then we
Oh
turn the
yeah,
lights
turn
back
my
on.
mic on.
Yeah.
When you're the.
I thought it sounded interesting until I started reading the synopsis, and I was like, you guys are taking yourselves way too seriously. Like, you made this game for 10 people. Brad.
I got my starry shield and my starry bling pin out. I took back my scimitar, right? Right?
Yeah, I'm sure you
Okay,
got that.
yeah.
Yeah, vicious mockery. I gotta keep this fucker from doing damage.
Yep.
Okay.
So DC 15.
Say it again.
Wisdom save.
Natural 20.
So he takes half of 1 damage.
So he takes 1 damage. No disadvantage.
It kind of slaps it easier.
Hey.
Get
Not
the sound
bad,
out.
So what was that thing he used before?
The croak song.
He's
thing?
sung something, yeah. The other toads called it Glarpa.
Yeah, I guess that's an action anyway. Healing word on myself.
You're comprehending languages. Marsh, curse, Glarpa.
Nice. My 9 damage is back.
Alright, sweet.
Do you have 20 charisma now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you would increase your charisma, right? You capped it.
Yeah.
It's so painful not to take
So
20 wisdom.
The way I set up my character, because I wanted both charisma and dexterity, and I was the variant human, so +1s. I just had to get my 18 dex now. I was +3/+3. Now I'm +4/+3.
It's fun
Right.
because when I'm a player, I normally don't look at your guys' character sheets because I don't care. Like, you guys can tell me what you have. Like, for instance, I look through your stuff every night. As a GM, I have to keep checking, like, who's passive perception. Can you do
Right,
this?
yeah.
It says you can do this, but
Yeah.
can you guys handle this? That kind of stuff.
Right.
And now I, like, know your sheets, and it's been fun for me because I'm like, that's interesting. Like when you say you picked Constitution, because I was thinking about that one. Like, hit points are... It doesn't make any sense.
Hell,
So it's been fun to, like, look at yours, too, and be like,
Yeah.
that's kind of fun.
all my skills, my
Yeah,
attack,
yeah.
my damage, and my armor class, and my
I just don't
initiative.
like
I
all
kind of
in
want to
this.
see a giant toad, but they don't seem to be attacking me. They're just attacking the person riding me, and
Yeah, you need to take
I need
hits.
yeah.
All right. Gorn grabs his
25,
spear
27.
with both hands, yells into the air.
Starry Glow Man, or
It's-
is he gonna say?
He's going to attack the fake bullywug still. He's
Oh.
using his inspiration. 18 to hit. It's finally. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, I already used up on my
Yeah.
first level spells.
2
You
hands.
can upcast it.
Increases his
I
damage.
can't.
6 damage with a 2-hand thrust.
Or I guess you can always use the slot to.
Yes.
You take 8 damage because of his 2-hand thrust.
You just got back 9. You took 8 back.
Constance.
Alright. I am going to...
The croakers are... The croakers. The bullywugs are seeming to kind of open they're...
So I am making my way in just like, you know, ha-ha!
Yeah.
Here! And I just walk
Constance is here.
right up to him and...
Alright, do it up.
18.
That'll hit. How shitty. This is the bad guy in the middle and you just like walk up. There! You're like, ah!
So rogues are 4.
4,
I
5,
guess I can drop the
roll
bully with
piercer.
this guys.
10, 14 damage.
14 damage.
Yep, and then I shoot him
I'm so sorry. I
for
have
a
to.
16.
So yeah.
Held it as long as I could. Calm down, Hounds.
And 9 damage.
9 and what's the first?
10, 14. 14 was the first one, 9 was the second.
So 23.
Yep.
Oh, just barely. So those stabs get him in just kind of the right spots. He stumbles back. You can tell that he's probably leaning for his toad, and it's not there, and he stumbles and just falls in the dirt. The reaction from the crowd this time is quite a bit stronger. There's a lot more wailing. There's sadness, and it's not more anymore. They're not yelling more anymore.
Can you hear him? No. I'll ask the druid.
They're chanting Gulpagor, Gulpagor, Gulpagor. And no sooner does that word come out the first time that the big bullywug on the other toad with the standard bearer makes his way forward. And as he rides up, about 12 other bullywugs surround him, 6 on either side. The group behind him kind of moves forward as well, but they don't approach as he moves his way out. They kind of seem to stand at the edge of the circle. I'll wait for him. So Gulpagor speaks. I don't expect you to understand my words, stone builder. Leave this place, you are no match. Gulpagor is the king of bullywugs. So when he says that and hits his chest, Gulpagor begins to say that as well. They start chanting Gulpagor again. And he hits his chest, and then he starts going on about like what Gulpagor has done, like this many pounds of crab, climbed this many trees, and he has said as many things. And every time he does it, he gets cheers from the group, but he's also advancing while he does it.
Do we want to leave? I don't know. Like, we don't have a way to communicate with these things. I want to, like, now that I'm in the village, I want to kind of look around for.
This is not a village.
Or yeah,
this
whatever
would be
this
like
is.
a camp. You're looking around.
I want to look around for anything of interest.
It's a rough camp. I mean, behind them where that knot of people is that they were kind of gathered around, you can't really see what's over there from where we are, because that's where the knot of the bullywugs are. He's coming from that direction. So there is something over there. You can tell that's where most of the traffic has been and things like that. You can just kind of glance over there and see that, but you don't know what it is. Okay. It doesn't seem to be a structure or a shade or a net or anything like that. There's nothing over there obvious.
So I was petting the dog.
The story kind of ends, and Gulpagor's speech turns into threats. He's starting to tell you to back away, and that he's gonna kill you and run you from the swamp. You don't belong here. This is
I
their
just
space.
call out that we will leave, but we are looking for Sumayanya.
Persuasion.
Oh boy. +1.
That's all I can do, so.
Oh my god, that's a 19.
20? Or 19.
19. 18 +1.
19.
Who do you say? Oh no. Then why fight Bullywug if you are just looking?
You started a fight with us.
Oh wait,
Croak.
None of you can talk to these guys.
Nope.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
I said it in common, yeah.
Oh, then yeah, he had no fucking clue what you were saying. Sorry, then you wouldn't have to roll that at all.
Cool.
Sorry about that.
Unless he recognizes the name.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I wanted
The
to
crocodile
throw
name.
out that name.
So then no, they don't seem to react to the name Simonia. Sorry.
They
I
don't?
apologize. No, I forgot that. Yeah, you guys don't speak. Yeah,
It's very important if they have a reaction to that name or not.
yeah. No. They only speak Bullywug. They don't seem to recognize anything you say.
But
No, I'm
Sumiwanya
saying-
is a name.
I know Semawanya. They don't seem to
Semawanya.
react to the name Semawanya.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then I start backing out.
Yep, we'll back out.
So you start to back up.
Mhm.
He draws weapons and pushes his attack initiative.
Ah,
They are not letting you
shit.
back out of this circle.
You said we should leave.
Yeah, he told us to leave.
Yeah, but he's gonna drive you now. They don't believe you.
3.
Huh?
Or he just pushed his luck and said, "Fuck it, I'm the king."
Me?
Sorry, man, this is, I don't know why the initiative and stuff is the only part I can't seem to get. What do you get?
16.
Oliver?
3.
Constance?
12. I have a +7 to initiative.
+4.
Must be nice.
No, it's not. 12.
You have a turn in?
Alright.
Prende. Prende, compadre.
Upagor is first.
Said Copacor is first?
Bullywug Royal.
Let's just kill their king, I guess. This seems very imbalancing, but this place is imbalanced already, so.
Alright.
Territory is fought over all the time. It's natural.
So true. Thank you for listening to my lessons on this.
You can
subject.
tell right away, just by having fought several Bullywugs in a row, this is a different level of Bullywug. He's an advanced rider. He's got advantage on his attacks while he's on top of that toad. He's got a loud voice. He's bigger than the others. He is thick. He is a healthy Bullywug, and he is pissed. He goes first. He starts with a ranged attack on the fake Bullywug, because fuck that thing.
God, I wish I had the Sentinel technique. Just like go in.
Comes advantage because he's mounted. 17 to hit.
Hits.
Alright. So he rides his toad right up to you, stabs at you. Fuck that. Take 4 piercing damage.
Oof.
Make a strength saving throw.
No. No, that's our worst. That's our worst save out of all of us.
10.
10, you are knocked to your ass. You are prone. And then at the very end, the King Gulpagor begins making a decree about him being the best, and this is the, you guys are all useless, and da-da-da-da-da, and now his allies, meaning his giant toad, has advantage on its turn, which is now.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
You guys aren't doing enough.
We haven't had a turn yet in this combat.
Toad bite at the other, what used to be a toad.
Me?
Yes. 21.
Misses. No, of course it hits. Of course it hits.
shit.
I have a 15 AC.
Alright, so don't worry, it is just a bite.
Except it swallows me.
If he wants to do that.
Oh, that's a d12.
There comes Bandy.
Woohoo! 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing? He rolled a 10?
Mm-hmm. Rolled a 9 plus 2.
They get a +2? I had a +1 when I
You
was a
are
giant toad.
grappled. He's restrained you. You are in his mouth.
Well,
Rawr,
How does it
restrained.
feel?
Cheer comes from the crowd as Rapid
This
readies his weapon.
bad.
The cheer is not for you.
This is super bad.
mm-hmm.
How do I get to my health? Where's my...
Your hit points up in the corner.
It's not appearing for some reason now. Why is my health not appearing?
Refresh. Sometimes that shit messes up. Like refresh your page, like your web page.
You need to charge your phone, bro.
I know, I'm 12% right now.
You don't have a refresh button on the browser?
New tab, history, recent. Where's the refresh?
It wouldn't be in there. It would be right at the top. Is it the top left? No, get out of that.
Turn your phone sideways.
Is it the top left? Is that the refresh?
That took me to home.
No.
You know what? That'll refresh though, because I'll just go back to my page.
Don't you do that before?
Because I didn't think of it. There we are. I took 11 piercing.
Yep. And you are restrained.
So my movement is reduced to 0.
Yep.
Yep, you're grappled.
Alright.
But, lucky for everyone else, you are distracting the toad. Rapid, it's your turn.
Alright, so what's the rules on prone again? You have to use all your movement to
Yep.
get up.
It's 5 foot movement.
Hang on. Oh, sorry.
Half your movement.
Prone. Let me get back real quick. I got it right here. Yeah. So it's just like write things up. Prone. Your only movement option is to crawl, unless it stands up and thereby ends the condition. The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack roll against the creature has advantage.
I mean, you already had
as long as I'm
advantage.
within 5, yeah.
So.
Yep. So otherwise, if I'm of more than 5 feet away from you, I have disadvantage because you're laying on the ground. So if I'm within 5 feet, which I am.
Well, what does it take to get up?
Like I can't
Your
remember. It's
move.
5 foot.
It doesn't say anything about that. It just says you move up. You just stand up, and that's it. So 5 points of your movement. If he says that, that's fine. That would make sense in 5 feet of your movement. If you can move 30 in 6 seconds.
Half your speed.
So 50. You've used half your speed to get back up.
You get a attack of opportunity if I moved away, huh?
Yep.
Get up, mirror image. That's all my spells.
Mirror image?
Yep.
Alright, cool. That's good news. Alright, Constance.
I am going to stab the crap out of this frog.
Alright. Stab a frog, yep.
The mount.
You've got some experience killing frogs.
Yep. So it's 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what I was rolling damage. 20. 5. 19 damage. And I shoot it. 20, dirty 20.
Oh.
7 more.
Oh.
Man.
So close. That's a lot of damage, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
I am I'm the rogue, but
Yeah.
I'm the only martial character in this
This
thing.
toad
I
is-
have to put out the damage.
This toad is bleeding enough. You might have even seen a sword come through. But it's
Yeah.
standing up, it's still holding you, yeah. Alright, your turn.
I mean,
Strength to escape the grapple, or you
Or do
have what?
something else.
Yeah,
my strength is garbage. I'm going to try to. I'm just going to try. I'm still in my starry form. I'm going to try to, like. I'm in the mouth of this thing. I'm going to try to shove a star blast up its nasal passage.
Alright, give it up.
Alright, I have disadvantage.
Yep.
How can you miss?
It's hard to do your verbal and somatic movements.
Yeah,
This is just
yeah.
a magic thing, but it could just blast anything in here that's not
Yeah.
woundable.
I'm trying to be thematic here, and I assume if I miss, it's just me not able to
Get the shot
conjure in
off.
the contortion. So 4. Wait, they only have 11 AC. Well, this one might be different. 4 plus a 10.
No inspiration or anything?
I'm out.
Ruby.
Sorry.
That's alright. That was my bonus action. So for my action, I will try to rest myself out here.
Do
So
it.
strength.
Strength.
Good luck.
You know the DC.
I have a +1 to strength, baby.
Just roll higher than a 13.
That's a 5.
Yeah.
Alright.
Or higher than a 12, sorry. You have to meet, right? DC meet?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Okay. Gulpagor's a turn, and you got lucky on his first one because he has 2 attacks per turn. He is a big old boss. So he turns back around, having knocked you on your butt. You've gotten back up. He comes up to
Who's he attacking?
you now.
Me?
Mhm.
You put your mirror images up and it switches to me.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it
Oh,
out
this-
later.
yeah. I'm not gonna hit that person. That person's just one person.
So he's advantage because he's mounted. 11, 16?
Yep.
Really? You gotta
I
get
think
faster.
we all have AC
Right.
15. Oh, no, you get 6.
I need to get better armor. So we need
6 damage, piercing.
Yeah, armor's a problem for us. We are
Yeah,
very
saving
easily
throw.
hit people.
for knocking on my
Yeah,
ass,
he's spear. He's a mounted bullywug on a giant toad.
Strength. No. I'm on my ass.
On your ass. All right. He turns his bullywug, continues to move, and attacks at a rapid shape. He gets a dirty 20.
So that hits one of the.
It's one of those.
So
Damage is.
No.
Oh, sorry.
damage.
Roll the hit.
Now to
Roll the hit. Sorry, that's what it was.
with advantage.
With advantage. So yeah, 17. So plus 5 is 22.
One of them disappears.
All right. So he gets one of those. That's his turn.
I should have raised my. If I had
Toad.
raised my dexterity and strength by 1, I would have been AC 16, strength plus 2.
Toad's gonna bite you.
By who?
It's got advantage because it's got you in its mouth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
it doesn't. It just does damage.
3d6. It does 3d6 damage to me. Well, hold on, I have it open on this tab here.
After something's grappled.
It does 3d6 acid damage.
Oh, swallow. That's right. You're in its mouth. I see. You're swallowed. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
total cover against.
So
So 10. Oh my God. 3d6 damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a heavy roll.
No bonuses. I don't think.
Yeah. 8 acid damage.
8 acid damage. I will use a first level spell slot as a reaction to absorb elements to cut that down to 4.
All right. Take 4 damage. That's the toad's turn. Rapid, you're up. We have a swallowed Oliver and a prone Constance. This
Absorb
band is
elements,
bad.
man.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. We got it though. We got this.
Yeah, it ain't over yet. Our advantage was taken away from us, and now we're in a real, honest to God fight. But it ain't over yet.
Well, I think you got hyped up because you were fighting bullywugs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah. They're like
just
goblins.
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't expect us to fight
For
the.
no reason. No reason at all. Of
Lord
course.
Ligor, the enemy
I
of
know.
the others.
We just wanted information, but we fucked up. And now
Well,
people are
hey,
dying.
Super
for
sad.
us.
Oh, because of no reason.
For no reason at all.
Oh, this is what. We have a group inspiration? Let's put it down.
Oh.
No, it's for Wiley because he's got the super sad squad.
Oh, okay. No reason.
No favoritism. No favoritism.
We're having a tough fight with a bullywug king.
I want to down a pot or stab a toad.
That's a.
The toad is hurt bad if you want a GM suggestion. Plus, it'll
yes.
free Oliver.
Yeah.
And it'll stop his advantage.
He stops getting advantage and knocking you on your asses and stuff like that. Yeah.
But
Poke him with
you're
a
hurt.
rapier.
Yeah. We've been playing Mountain Blade a lot. Sometimes it's nice to just kill the fucking horse.
What
It's
you
an
got?
easier target.
7.
Can't be that bad. With your bonuses and everything?
I'm not a fighter.
And he rolled a 2.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So.
Yeah. Alright. You missed the giant toad.
It happens.
That happens. Yeah, it does happen.
Alright.
It is your turn. Yeah.
I'm standing up and
Stand up.
just angrily jumping up and slashing and hacking at this toad again.
Alright, toad again. This toad is upset. He doesn't know why you're attacking him.
Toad the line.
I already made that joke. You get nothing. Nothing.
11?
11 hits the giant toad. Yeah, just barely.
Just barely.
Oh, that's the AC. I remember.
4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna reroll this.
Nice.
19 damage.
Yeah. So it comes to a halt, dropping Oliver right out of its mouth. But this doesn't affect Gulpagor at all. He
Thank you,
just
super sad.
Yeah.
he
As
hops
I
off.
stab this thing
Yeah.
and it falls down and he hops off, I then just shoot him.
Yeah.
You're not getting away from me.
Is he prone? Oh, shooting prone. Because shooting prone, you have disadvantage.
Not within 5 feet.
Ooh.
But he's not prone anyway. I don't
He's
think
not
he
prone.
doesn't
It's
fall.
fun
That's what I was saying.
enough.
25.
He's not affected
Kills
by
the
it. It's just
mountain,
not.
you
It's a
become
toad.
iron.
A crushed toad is in his repertoire. He jumps off.
25 to hit.
25 hits. Yeah.
And that's 6 damage.
You got one too, Mitch.
Say that again.
You get 1.
For the pollywog, I mean, Mitch. Bullywug.
Yeah.
No, he said polywog. You can't use it.
Yeah, I
for
can't use it for the pollywog.
This is a cool little. I like you getting inspiration too because like this is a cool encounter.
Yeah. All right. That was Constance. We are on to Oliver. You are barfed out. You are all.
I'm barfed out.
I'm not going to prone you or anything. You can pick yourself up. You're good to go. It's your turn.
Well,
There is still a Bullywug Royal right in front of you. King Gulpagor is attacking your buddies just
I'm
like
just
when
going
you
to-
went under.
I'm in star form still. I'm just bringing my hands and just bringing down a star power thing.
The
That's
crowd boos you again. They knew it was coming.
It's a throwing star.
It is a throwing star. It's so true.
Comprehend languages last? I asked you a couple times, but
I think an hour.
I couldn't
yeah,
comprehend this
you are
shit.
comprehending the shit out of this. I just imagine
I mean,
you
it's
like
usually- it's
all
there
they're
for
hearing is
research.
croaking and yelling, and like you're like hearing all.
They
the
can boo all they
chants
want. I'm
and-
trying to survive,
I'm still
motherfucker.
Bullywug, too.
Yeah, I know. You keep saying that like the fake bullywug is getting their attention. They're pissed.
So this is. I have a attack 1d plus. Oh wait, I have a. Oh no, I have a plus 6. It's just
It's a
d4
spell
for
attack, right?
plus 4 for damage. Okay. All right. 13 plus 6 for 19.
You hit him.
Blammo! I
Plus
rock
4.
him for a d8 plus 4.
Excellent.
2 plus 4 for 6.
Not too bad.
And then I'm going to cast Fairy Fire
really
on him.
Why him? You have a whole crowd of bullywugs around you.
Are they coming around us?
No, but, I mean they're still there.
Actually, well, okay. Hold
No,
on.
just
No,
No. Fairy Fire.
It's an area.
Is there? Yeah, it has a 20-foot. It has a 20-foot
They're not that
area.
close. They're about 30, 40 feet out. You know, they're not 30, 40.
Right.
I need to be more specific.
So-
They're about 40 feet out. This radius is 40 feet, so 20 feet in every direction from
Right,
the center. So
right.
it depends on where you kind of are. You guys are fighting in the middle of it where Gulpagor was kind of running around you, so you guys have 20 feet to everything.
You know what? Instead of Fairy Fire, fuck that. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Blam!
On the crowd or on
I'm going to. I have a free cast of. I have 2 free casts of Guiding Bolt. I'm sorry, my. I have this weird swipe problem here. Alright. It looks like I can only cast it as a first level spell, though. Oh, no, I can.
You can upcast it, but it's going to take a slot.
Yeah,
You don't
that
get-
will take a slot. I don't have my free.
Right, you
Okay,
don't
so
get
I'm
the
going to
free-
take my free Guiding Bolt. One use, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get him with the Guiding Bolt, level 1.
Alright.
It's going to be d20 plus 6
to hit.
to hit.
What do I roll?
That's a 7 plus.
So 13.
13.
Does not hit it.
Okay.
Steal it.
Okay, I was going to do it
haven't
before
done any
you said
damage
it.
for like turns and turns. Thanks for the group consolation prize, Super Sad.
18 plus 6
That hits.
24.
will hit. He'll take
24 will hit.
4d6 damage.
Nice. That's better than 6.
May I?
No.
I will.
Those are inspirations.
Oof.
Not very inspirational.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
alright.
6,
But
7,
that's
9,
that's
10,
okay. That's okay. 5 plus 6 for 11 damage.
11
But
damage.
now the next attack has an advantage on him because he is glowing.
Alright.
He's
glowing.
brighter. I think it is.
Yeah.
His glowing turn.
Might be
Alright.
pregnant. I don't know.
He's off of his mount, so he does not get advantage on his attacks anymore, but his everything else is pretty much going to be the same. You're going to have to stand yourself up when he hits you with the spear. He is grabbing it with both hands now, so it will change the damage.
Bring it, Brittany.
He's attacking a fake bullywug.
Okay, so roll for mirror image.
Yep, he's upset about it. 3.
It hits him.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Yeah.
13 plus 5, 18 hit you.
Yeah.
Here it comes. 2-handed damage.
Too bad.
You take 6 damage. Strength check against his spear.
I like this dynamic that my character is kind of like a tank
Natural
or
20.
DPS switch.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
you
like
are. You just kind of. It's
Nice.
so. I'll tell you. It's a 2-pronged trident. So it goes out and kind of rounds at the edge. It's not really a stat like a. It looks more like a catching weapon. You know, it's to get stuff. You know, to
Yeah.
steer things
It's a-
off stuff. And you just put your
strong
hands
baby.
right between it and just deflect it with your hands. It was just a beautiful, perfect. You were ready to go. It's 20. So you got a. I'm sorry. Did you get a natural 20?
He got an extra.
So he has disadvantage on his next attack. He is off balance.
He'll be
nice.
attacking with his
Uh,
second attack.
He hasn't. Oh, his second attack will be on the same guy. So yeah, his disadvantage.
All right. Roll to see mirror
Yep.
image.
Mirror image. He gets a 20 natural attack.
That will hit one of the images.
Images.
Now
He gets
disadvantage
disadvantage 2. Ugh, God. So he gets a 2 plus. So he gets 7.
So he misses.
But he's still attacking at it.
So it doesn't get rid of the
Mhm.
illusion. The
Gotcha.
illusion is
Alright, cool.
still
So
Right, you still have to hit
Yeah.
to
You've
disappear
got it.
it.
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
their AC is my AC, but minus armor.
Yeah, they're attacking. He's attacking fake
But they still have
bullywugs
the
now. And
dexterity.
Right, because armor doesn't matter. It's just how swift they are.
Yeah,
and-
he misses, but the other bullywugs are starting to like really. Their chants and their yells for him are starting to sound much more urgent. Like
Mhm.
this is not looking good for bullywugs, and he's missing, and his toad is dead. He's not looking super regal anymore. This fake bullywug with his buddies are not making it look good.
Yeah.
That was Gorn's turn. Toad is dead. Rapid. Gulpagor, sorry, Gorn is.
I'm gonna
Gorn's
fucking
dead.
down a pot.
Huh?
I'm gonna down a pot.
All right.
I can.
Don't and I have to say he shouldn't be the one to attack.
Yeah,
Because
true.
He doesn't do a lot of damage. So leave that advantage to me.
5 plus 2.
Yep. 3, 4, 5, 7.
7.
He got 7 health back.
Nice. Excellent. That's great.
It's wonderful.
Thanks for using the potion jar too.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Fun. I love it.
We're not sponsored by Mitch's
How you
Potion
doing?
Jars.
We are.
We're a bit off
These are all freebies. Yeah. We're completely sponsored by Mitch's Craft Table. Yeah.
That's it. You guys know that I'm pretty much out of everything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're dressed like a bullywug. You're distracting
And you have
the
mirror
princess,
images.
yeah. Mirror images are working.
Yeah,
So,
you're
all right,
still
that's
in it.
rapid. Constance, you're up.
All right.
Only
I'm
one
attacking.
target left, and he's glowing. Yep. Advantage.
Good. My God.
I
23 to hit.
was hoping to tell you that advantage to the rogue.
So that's a 5. Where's the other one? Shit.
Too sneaky for your own dice.
5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to re-roll this one. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plus 4 is 17 damage.
Whew.
And now I'm going to shoot him. Is it just the next attack?
Mm-hmm.
19, so that's a 26 to
hit.
25 to hit.
Oh, I was like, that's
So-
damage? I
No,
was
no,
like,
no.
how did you get that high?
Mm-hmm.
25 to hit, and does an extra 8 damage.
Right.
Nope, sorry, 6 damage. 6.
All right, so with that last hit, Gulpagor falls to a knee. He holds his
Yeah.
staff up. He's still holding it, but he croaks out really loud. And as soon as he makes that sound, the other bullywugs that have made the rounds around him just fucking flee. They just turn and run into it. You hear that croak as you win.
Yeah.
That's all that he says. So he's not fighting anymore.
Do you relay that to us?
Yeah, after coughing up some blood.
So I'm gonna take a step back and just keep
I got you.
my rapier kind of leveled at
He
him.
will stand up and take a couple steps back and then just start using his leaps to escape. So you have run the Bullywug King off. You've done enough damage, you've killed his forces, and you find yourself in a hard-trod piece of the swamp that used to be peat and stuff.
He moves 20 feet if it, on a leap.
I'm just saying, he's using all
Well,
his
the
stuff. He's
Bullywug is not
leaving.
a
He's just
Yeah, I
getting
know.
as far away from you as fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
He uses his 20 feet, then
I
he...
want him. Oh, he could do dash for another 20 feet, I guess.
Yeah, and he's
And
like going to
he's-
use his movement.
And he has regular movement. His leap is
Yeah, that's something
Different.
different. Like he's using his action for his leap, and then he's using his full
Yeah.
movement to escape.
Oh, wait.
He is
He's not. He's
30
the
feet.
Bullywug is dead. Yeah.
Bullywug Royal
So
is
he's
leaving, yeah.
he's gone 60 feet.
Gulpagor
Okay.
is leaving. You guys have run Gulpagor off.
I can catch him.
I don't think we want to.
I kind
We
of.
can't
We
talk
can't
to
talk
him.
to.
So
All right. Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Okay. So you have routed this little area, and you're free to search around. The battle and clash, you'll notice, has silenced this part of the swamp. There are no animals, birds chirping or anything like that. You've made a ruckus. These guys are chanting and screaming, and you
If
guys have been
that
stabbing and
crocodile's
things
out
like that.
there and
Yeah.
it's corrupted and wants to cause strife and pain, it's going to come right to all this sound.
So maybe we should use this as bait then.
Well, that's true, actually, but we're in no condition to fight.
Mm.
True. Not yet. Who's hurt?
all of us. Him the most.
I can only hold this
That's
for 2 hours. I can't switch
I'm
to.
gonna
I
look
can't
over
switch to
where they are
Telus.
all congregated.
Sure. So you walk over to an area, and you can tell right away this is what they were guarding. It's a collection of old chests and
Shiny.
boxes,
Shiny.
things like that. And what it looks like it was they came across probably
Treasure hoard.
a treasure of opportunity and don't want to move it.
So
They were waiting for their boss. I don't know why I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You make that just.
This is speculation on our part.
Speculate
Really.
that. So it
Yeah,
looks like what was happening is
They
that's
were
why
floating down,
they
were just
so they
filling
weren't
this-
building anything. They
this
weren't making a new
stash.
fort. They weren't
Yeah.
acting. So like you initially thought they were doing something unusual for
Yeah.
Bullywugs, but it actually is they were waiting for Gulpagore to get here and tell them what to do with this, and
And
then they'll move on. They didn't want to transfer.
As
it.
soon
They
as he
didn't want to
started
bring it
casting
back.
spells, I was like, "That's not Gulpagore."
Yeah. So there is stuff in this
You
little
wanna heal
treasure.
him?
Yeah, so.
No, I'm getting on it, but you know. Yeah, I will cast a cure wounds.
So most of this
Twenty.
chest and stuff.
2d8 plus.
They're healing.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
what's
So
it
it's most of it's just plates and forks and things like that. And most of it's not worth anything. A lot of the shiny is pewter.
Yeah.
But in addition to all that, you do find a helm, like a really nice helmet
So
with
it's a
some
2d8.
pattern on the side that
Yes, it
looks
is
almost like
first
a
level spell.
fin
You
coming out of the
actually
wave
so I didn't know
on the
that
side of it, on both sides.
Mhm.
And you find 325 gold coins worth of like gems and small coins and minted things like that. This was
Oh.
a pretty good pile of coins. That looks like this was what they were
Quite
preparing.
a haul for a
Yeah,
raid.
so you've got some sort of helmet with
What-
some.
Is the helmet made out of? Is it a leather helmet? Is it a metal helmet? Is it a?
Is it a shiny helmet?
It is. I want to say it's shiny. But, oh wait, it's well now you know. It's made.
I mean,
Was that help?
we figured it
Yeah,
was.
right. So
Yeah.
sorry. Appendix B is like 2 pages, and then
I can't
Appendix
turn
C
to
is
chalice
40.
form right now, so it's a bit rough.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. And you could also make a change or decision of whatever.
It's brassy. It's a brass helmet.
Yeah.
The stuff on the side looks like it's more of like a different color, and it's been tinted to have blue and some gray in it. So I said it looks like a fin coming out of the water.
Alright,
We
well,
should find some place to bed down.
yes. We definitely don't want to do any more fighting tonight.
You are in a nice hard-packed area. Cleared out.
We can rest here for an hour.
You
We
get
still
the
need to
idea
find
that
this
you
crocodile.
you
We
won
are
this
not doing
area.
that.
You know, it feels like you won this area.
But they'll return in greater numbers.
Maybe. Yeah, we're not going to fight a crocodile today.
Why not?
How many spells do you have?
Plenty. I can. I have 2 first level slots and 2 second level slots.
He's out.
I'm out of
He's
inspiration,
almost at
too.
full health. Oh, you're.
He's out of all spells, all inspiration.
The only thing I can do is move twice as fast once.
Okay, very well.
You did a really good support this time. Yeah, you did really well.
You tanked that fight.
Let's get off the. Yeah, well done. It was fun being your trusty steed for a combat.
Anytime.
Do you guys want to use this area for your long rest, or do you want to try to find someplace else?
I don't know about using
Something
this
more
area.
concealed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Moving
if
in
I
closer
could
to
if I could.
the river, or moving in farther into the swamp.
The river.
Move closer to the river. Okay, so
Yeah.
you go back to your kind of familiarity places
Mhm.
that you passed. This river was gone there, and you can find a moderately covered space that's just off the river edge that you can find camp easily without any things. This area is really nice. Like I said, everything I
Yeah.
told you about, other than the shitty bugs in the swamp, this area is beautiful, and it's very easy to camp in and make space. Yeah.
I would like to since I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to use this time because this venture only was like a couple hours.
Mhm.
To try to find some larger game in hopes to
Sure.
I don't know, maybe have a bargaining chip for when we encounter this
You
crocodile.
want to hunt specifically larger game.
Yes,
All right. Are you going to do that as an animal? Are you going to do that as...
I will do that as myself. Does anyone want to join me?
No.
And I shouldn't, I would, but I don't think we should leave him unattended.
Okay.
But I would love to.
Does anyone need some last minute heals?
I'm only 6 health down, so
I'm only 4 health down now.
I'll use the rest of my first level slots to give you both a cure light wounds.
And then take your...
Then, yeah.
Why not?
Are you gonna
Something
hunt
could
first?
show
Are you
up.
gonna-
I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna rid myself of first level spell slots to give them both a healing just in case,
Okay.
and then go hunting.
And then I'll
Then
go. And I'll
hunt
go
it.
with him.
Okay, you're gonna hunt. All right, cool. Right on.
I'm gonna climb
So
up the
for
tree.
you get 6
Take
plus
that.
4 for
Yeah.
10.
Okay.
You got 10 health,
All of
and
it.
you get
Investigate.
7 plus 4 for 11.
Investigation.
Seven.
You find a spot in a tree that's pretty nearby, that's right by where the camp is, that has some larger openings before it goes on there. I'm thinking like baobab, like it looks like part of the upper part had rotted away some time ago and it never rebuilt.
Yeah.
So you find a nice flat structure that you can kind of sit on. That you're even if you stand up full height, your eyes would just barely come over the treetop. So you've got a nice little place where you can rest and kind of scout out. So that tree looks like that's going to be safe. Your investigation was to make sure that the tree was safe to sit in. You don't see any snakes or weird insects and things like that. What'd you roll again?
7.
All right. So you guys go hunting. You are specifically looking for large game.
I am, yeah.
Yes.
So for like deer, something.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Large
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
You are doing this as a human.
Yes.
You are going to use.
Well,
I'm just asking you. You don't have
actually,
to do
well,
it.
no, I'm out of
You're out of
forms.
form.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
you're
I
out of
have
forms.
to do.
Human,
Yeah.
human style. Okay, you're gonna hunt together. I tell you what.
Oh, so you are
if
going with me? I thought you were staying behind to
You
watch
already
him.
healed him, so.
Okay.
If you can roll a high enough stealth, I will give him advantage on his time to hunt.
Oh, okay.
That's how you can help him.
That's a
you
cool.
Can help
That's
him
some cool
sneak along.
GMing. I like it. I like it.
Do you want me to tell you the DC, or do you want me just to make it natural?
No, just tell us shit.
15.
15.
Hey,
is what
15 is
I
a
said.
good
That's what
roll.
I said, so you meet it.
Alright.
Okay, so you can now. What you have to do, you're rolling to try to hit large animal. You're going to ignore the other game. You're going to see game as you do this.
Mhm.
So I'm going to tell you the number of hours, and you're going to have to decide when you give up or continue looking. Like I said, this is going to take time,
Uh-huh.
okay? Because you're looking for something specific. Roll your dice with advantage for hunting.
Alright. Survival
So add your survival bonuses.
with
and
advantage.
bonuses,
So it's
yep.
going to be D20 plus 6. I will take the 13 plus 6 for 19.
19. Okay. So
Almost 20. Unless you, you're out of inspiration.
that's
Oh,
okay.
Can I give
So-
myself guidance?
No, you don't. You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, can you give yourself guidance? So no.
I can give
You
myself
have
guidance,
made
but
the
it's a
roll. He
minute.
cannot take the guidance anymore. You guys have left to go hunt. He is
No,
saying.
he can give himself guidance.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can give yourself.
But yeah, but it's a minute long casting. So if this is a situation where like now's the
No,
time to
this is
strike,
hours. I'm
I
going to
could.
tell you the number of hours.
Okay,
Yes.
that would not be affected by guidance.
So with that roll, I will go ahead and straight tell you that you have found large size game, but it takes 4 hours.
We have the rest of the day.
We do,
So
yeah.
You have the whole day. That's what all you're doing. So after about 4 hours, you do find large game. So are you going to try to kill this, or are you going to try to catch it? It is a weird. It's a smaller version, almost, of that water buffalo, but more piggish. So it's definitely like more of a
Javelina-ish.
it's smaller. That's what.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
a. Not a
yeah. No, I'll try.
They've
to,
got their little horns, but they're more like javelina
Neither
with
is this.
horns.
It's more like a water
Yeah.
buffalo.
Killing it, catching it.
Well, the thing is that I plan on butchering it later to
So
give
kill
an
it,
offering to. So like whatever would be easier in
Killing
my
is always going to be easier.
killing is always easier.
Okay.
Okay.
Take your shot. You have advantage.
All right. I will give myself advantage. I will give myself guidance for the
shot.
attack.
Give yourself a second shot.
Okay.
Yep, because
Hold
this
on.
one has like some bonuses. Like you can get your stuff up high
Guidance
enough.
is for a skill check, not an attack roll.
Skill,
Oh, sorry,
it's a
never mind,
survival
that's
skill
second
check.
You're taking a shot.
Oh, I'm
It's
taking
an
a shot?
attack.
It's still your survival.
Okay, then yes.
Okay.
Go for
So sorry, you have to make it against your. Sorry,
Yeah, I'm taking
in
it
order
as a
to take down
survival
your
roll.
prey, you must pass the animal's DC against your survival.
Yeah,
So roll that with advantage because you get 2 shots.
yeah,
Off.
and I'm gonna give myself guidance before I commit to the action.
This is a high DC.
Yeah, that's why I wanted it. Ooh, no,
That's terrible.
That's not good.
Should
All
let me
right,
take
so
the
11. Are you helping?
No.
Okay. Well, I already have
You
advantage,
already
so I
have
wouldn't
advantage.
11 plus 6 for 17.
Okay, that does not work. Like I said, though, he
Mhm.
rolled his advantage on you. Get your second shot.
That's true. How quick is this? Do I have a moment?
Nope, this is a 2 shots.
So
You're
no
hunting.
no
You're hunting.
guidance.
It says
Okay.
that right in here. Give
Yeah,
2 shots,
alright.
so, mhm.
13 plus 6 is 19.
No, the Javelina family scatter and escape. You are
Too
unsuccessful
bad.
today, so-
Thank you for your assist.
All right, perception.
7.5 No.
Perception's really
You
good.
want to take our break before we?
Sure. We're done right after this.
Yeah, okay.
It's okay.
16.
16? That's funny because I was rolling to see if there's any kind of encounter happened. I got a natural 1. So you find yourself several edible fruits in this tree as well. What a cornucopia. It's a nice flat spot. It's a nice little thing up there. So you can give yourself another 3 or 4 pounds worth of, give yourself 4 more pounds. I keep saying 3 or 4. I'm not trying to make things general, but
Sure.
give yourself 4 more pounds of edible fruits.
Oh,
You don't
you
use
have to
never
be
see the name of it. Yeah,
specific
so
with us,
2
yeah.
rations is what it is, because 2 pounds of food. So add
Yeah.
2 rations.
Hell yeah.
Or you can just write down fruit for the lizard folk. So we are going to take our break there. They have managed to rout bullywugs. They've done their hunting for the day. They've had some accidental foraging. They're about to take their long rest, and we'll come back and see what the rest of their trip into the swamp looks like. So we'll stop there for a few minutes. Super sad. Thanks for being here, Drewby. I hope you're still here too, not in stream.
Don't end stream.
Break message
Break.
on. All right, we'll be right back.
Woo! This has been fun.
Hey girls, gotta leave, huh? Billy raising his eyes.
It's not my fault you guys didn't find lizard folk last time. Although it's good because you guys would have gotten into the swamp and had to like kind of end after you deciding which way you were going to go and stuff. But... Holy wood fight.
No, let's see.
I'll be right back.
Why are you letting me outside?
I can't leave.
Don't make me resent Catalina. Catalina.
We're back.
I just don't want to keep track of two of them.
I overloaded on pizza. Pray for me or whatever. Good luck. I wish you the best. I have no control with pizza. Alright. So, same. Are you guys taking your long rest now? Are you going to be down in the camp? Or are you going to go up into that tree that Rapid found?
Can we all fit up there?
Yeah, it's got a nice big space. No, sorry, I wouldn't say you could all fit up there. You can all individually fit up there, but you can take your
Watches up there.
watches up there. Rapid says it's safe.
Investigate.
Do I know it to be safe?
Insight on Rapid.
Inside on Rapid, or he can investigate it himself.
I'm sure he believes
You can
it.
investigate it on your turn and stuff.
I'm not trying to see if he's lying to
No, I'm
us.
just saying, like, are you gonna? Yeah, you're gonna take his word for it. You can investigate it yourself.
I'm gonna investigate it myself.
I said it was safe.
I know, but you might be wrong.
So you head up into the tree.
Yep.
And inspect it. Investigation.
There's a giant
17 plus 1 for 18.
18. You're a druid, you know. This is a big flat space. Animals can easily get up here and sit on it just like he did. And there's fruit, which means it's going to be bringing like the mammals and small animals and stuff. This is beautiful, beautiful snake territory.
I skitty veto. Yay! Druid! This is a terrible location.
Set up the tent and
Alright, so you come out of the tree, set up, same sleeping order?
Yep.
You take the first watch. Okay. Investigation? Or perception, sorry, yes. Perception.
16.
16 plus anything, right?
That is.
This with the plus. Okay. So 16, you know, you'll notice that this area is a little bit quieter. It has had bullywugs been doing their thing here for a while, so they've been hunting the area. Probably they've been fishing it out. They've been making their chance, and they're
especially the larger numbers and bullywugs usually travel in.
Yeah,
too,
and then you guys were making fighting noises and shit like that. This area is running a lot of enemies out and things like that. So it's quieter in this area than it was when you started.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about scavengers. Might be curious.
Yeah, I was going to say. However, you do notice a little quieter and farther away that same sound of skittering that you noticed the first night, right when the sun went down. That does continue throughout your watch, but ends towards his. So you have that time to investigate that. It's coming from the direction of the water again.
I think we should move the campfire between us and that sound, and I'll light it again.
You're talking asleep a lot.
Oh, do you watch? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, okay.
And you have a fire. You can take your torch. You got your candles and stuff like that. You guys kept your candles lit for that first day.
Yeah. His candle is still lit.
Your candle
It was just mine.
Okay, so you'll notice that after that first full entire day of burning,
how much that?
This thing's probably got about a quarter left.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay, yeah.
So
good.
You still got it. Your fire is seeming to keep night insects and things at bay, so you're not getting a whole lot of stuff coming to the camp that you would normally expect to see. That fire seems to be doing good.
Just remember,
not go investigate
You are not investigating that thing, so
just keeping an eye on that direction.
Okay. So your watch ends without any kind of...
I wake up, tell them that the same skittering I heard last night was kind of happening down towards the water.
It has seceded as well. It has ended in the same kind of pattern.
I'm just leaving it be. Good night.
Okay. You're up next, right? Perception. 16. All right. Turns out Oliver's right. You do hear a snake up in the tree, and it is starting to kind of make its way down to investigate. And so it is moving its way towards you, but you have noticed it. It's making its way towards the camp to investigate.
I know I'm not here, but how big is the snake that he sees?
It's a big ass snake.
Yeah.
This is a giant constrictor, so this is a good. Hold on, real quick. I forget the size of giant snakes because I don't want to. 100,000 feet.
Big snake.
Anything 15 feet or longer could swallow a human.
Anything 15 feet or longer?
Any constrictor snake 15 feet or longer.
I don't know how big huge is.
Huge? Oh. That's ogre size. So this is a snake that could eat a human.
Can I grab a stick from the fire?
Sure.
And I will call out too.
Call out.
Because I
How are
still
you
don't
calling
have
out?
any abilities.
Well, how do you call them? Skull snake, hey snake? Or
No,
you
he's
neighbor?
calling out to
Oh,
us.
you're calling it to them. Oh, okay. So, performance again. Oh no, you don't have performance. Sorry, you don't have constrictor on your neck. Yes, you can call out. Blah blah blah. You yell out for you guys. You don't have to perform.
Yeah, and I'm waving the.
So you're waving a
Fire
torch.
stuff.
He's yelling. You don't. I'm saying you don't have to performance. Oh, for them, you do have to intimidation with advantage while you hold.
So, human?
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Wait, that's huge.
This.
This is huge. Oh, okay,
Half
cool.
giant. Yeah.
Cool, sweet. All right, cool. All right, so advantage,
giant.
intimidation with advantage, or performance, which whatever is better for you. You are a bard. You can pick what you're going to perform. So if you're intimidating with fire,
With performance, that'll be 21.
okay. Performance with 21. Yeah. So that fire seems to be working. You're yelling, and as the other people come out of the tent, it makes it kind of a pass, but stops several feet out, kind of right where the light is making you see the edges of its scales, but it's kind of not. It's not advancing. You guys seem to have made yourselves known, and 3 large mammals is not.
Yes, yeah.
One
Snakes.
small cat.
The snakes are a little choosy.
So you guys will maintain your watch for a bit, but after about an hour, hour and a half, that thing does decide it's done and make its way back to the tree. So you don't have to worry about this giant constrictor.
Okay. Go back to sleep.
Back to sleep.
Good eye.
All right, so you finish out the rest of your night, knowing that snake is there. When they go back to sleep, it does leave the tree, but it doesn't seem to make any advancement towards you. So it's probably down in there somewhere, seeing, checking out things like that, but it's not making any advancement like that. So your shift ends. The third watch comes up.
Yo.
Huh, it's the snake back.
Good morning.
Ah,
He's not bad, but it's your turn.
I love watching the stars disappear in the morning. Thank you for fighting that snake. Are you well? Do you want more healing?
No, I'm good.
Good. Alright, then. Good dreams to you.
Perception.
Alright.
Snake.
Snake.
Perception. Yeah. It might be.
Every time we wake up and you're fucking constricted by something.
I do have a 6 in perception. That's a 4 for a 10. For a 10. A 10.
It's an average.
Yeah.
So anything trying to sneak.
Yeah. I am distracted, like watching the stars and doing my good shit.
Thinking about this, yeah. So you hear some kind of natural movement sounds, like creaking, like wood creaking, coming from the direction of the swamp over by where the dam
There are
was.
trees and swamps that walk
Where the dam was.
where the dam was. And the dam was...
Where the dam is, sorry. The dam is towards the swamp.
the
Remember
Oh,
they stacked
yeah,
some
yeah.
crappy shit up over there? Yeah, you're hearing a little bit of a creaky sound from over there.
Go investigate.
Yeah, right? It's
Make sure
always...
you will keep enough breath in your lungs to scream.
Spring the
Right.
torch. Yeah, don't get choked.
I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace and check it out.
Okay. You walk over, that
Sneakily.
creak sound is actually the dam giving a little bit. On
Oh.
the other side of it, the water's about 3 or 4 feet deep, and it's getting a little bit higher. This thing's probably being maintained by bowguns. Now, what's going to happen is it looks like it's going to give pretty soon. It's not going to hurt anybody. Or, make
Right,
any
but
positive-
it's
But-
naturalist. What does that mean?
It's going to reflood this area. It's probably going to do it pretty quick, which means it's going to wreck camp. Fire's going to go out. It's going to wreck the long rest. So you're going to lose your long rest if you don't do something about this, or wake these guys back up to help you rebuild it.
All right. Damn it. I'm not a
For
bristle
yourself,
response.
it's your shift.
All right.
Swamps are not a good place to camp. As beautiful as I keep describing it.
How are we talking? Like hours?
It's not bad. I mean, you could probably. I don't know. You
Or
tell me how
all
you're
right.
building. How are you going to go about?
I'm a
trying to-
survivalist. If this is a water trickle, I'll start getting. I'll take the belaying pin is a nice sturdy, thick tool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start clawing out soft earth to divert the flow.
Oh, you're trying to divert leak.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Until
trying to take
this-
pressure leak off.
Oh, you're okay. So you're gonna try to. Are you doing that on the other side of the dam or on this side of the dam? Are you trying to make it like a little, like a release valve back towards the river?
Whatever.
I
Whatever.
can tell you that. So you're a survivalist. Blah blah blah. This thing's like amateurly built.
Yeah.
It's just maintained on a daily basis.
Oh,
Like,
then
you
I'll
can just shove it back
I'll
together.
just support it. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
so
I'll just
this
gather
is
timber
your
and.
survival. Yeah.
Yeah,
So how
yeah,
well
yeah.
are you going to put this dam back together? It's going to last all night or not?
All right. Well, I have a +6. That's a 13.
13. Okay.
13.
You do
Is
your
that better
best.
than a beaver's craft?
You do your best and go back to the king.
How I did my best. Yeah.
The day breaks without any further issue.
All right.
The day breaks, the day unfolds.
It was a contest for all you 13. I don't care. I was like,
I
come,
get you,
tell
Mother
me.
Nature.
Yeah, so
You tested me all the time.
the day breaks. You find yourself in the same spot that you were in the swamp, off kind of to the edge where the shiny stuff was, right on the map.
All right.
rest.
Full
Long
rest.
rest has been taken. You are just off the edge between the river and the. I'm sorry, you guys were over?
Over by the
I
shiny.
said that wrong. Sorry, the shiny was over here, but you guys decided to get kind of out
Back
of
towards
right
the
up
river.
here. Yeah, so you're up not by the river. The river was over here. Sorry, it was in the forest. I was saying,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you heard the sound closer to the swamp, not the river. But yeah, so you guys are here.
All right. And that's by the shiny. Yeah.
You had left that beaten area. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so you had gotten yourself off, but still close enough to that dam was going to refund this
Yeah.
area and make a mess. Yeah, so there you go.
Well,
Wake on your third day in the swamp.
I'm sure you're both excited to see what was left, what's happened to that Bullywug place. But I would like to find some. I would like to find this egg if we can do it.
We're gonna go search for the eggs. We passed the eggs.
Those were crocodile eggs, but they're not might mean where.
Still tastes good.
Now, there is a weird thing about this because the shamans talked about a seed.
Mm-hmm.
Called it the seed of
They call it the
Semwanya.
seed of Samwanya, but what's-her-face told us to get was its skull and teeth.
Yes, but they also said that the egg could cleanse it.
The seed, yes.
That the egg would rebirth Semwanya.
And both of you have followed me in my quest to find what's going on in this land long enough. I understand if you don't want to risk fighting off many crocodiles.
No.
But if there's a way to see if there's a
Do
see
you
a
think it would
path,
have its eggs with the other crocodiles?
I don't know. It's been corrupted, as they say. It might act differently.
How
I
about
don't
you
know.
crocodile your way up in there and just take a look around?
I could, but I could.
Careful, I've seen crocodiles eat other crocodiles.
I have, you know what? We've seen the crocodiles here. I've gathered the scents. I know their stink in this land.
Well, I like that you're becoming a Saltmarsh crocodile, not just a crocodile.
Right, yeah. Now that I've seen, because you can only turn into
They have
something you've seen
patterns
before.
and stuff like that.
So
Their
before-
eye color is distinct.
Right, when I first turned into a crocodile, that was just like what I would find in the moonshades. But now that I've seen these crocodiles, yeah, I could. It would be dangerous, but less so than probably anything else we'd suggest.
Less than all of us going up there and causing a frenzy as we approach an egg nest.
We still don't know what the bullybugs were for. They might have been trying to
They were full
guard
of
something to help
treasure.
against the Sahagin, which is a greater threat to the balance. We don't know. But I think this is a good course.
Turning into a crocodile and investigating.
You want some cards?
Sure.
All right. All right. So you changed into a crocodile. You're changing into a Saltmarsh crocodile. Your colorations, that's a great idea. You are perfect. So while you are in this form specifically, I will give you advantage to stealth checks. Your camouflage.
I was
is
going to say I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace
so
before I turn.
you could just roll your regular stealth now and see what it is without your pass without trace. You are a fucking crocodile. with perfect camouflage right
Dangerous to
now.
go alone.
Advantage on your stealth check.
I'll give myself guidance in this case. Shit.
Well, you don't. I mean, you can cast your pass on the I don't care. I'm just saying you're already dressed like a crocodile. Might as well save your spell slot.
Well, okay. If you, as GM, is telling me this,
I just
then
want to see
yeah.
you do it. Yeah.
Alright.
Stealth.
You have advantage.
I have advantage. That still might be shit because I have a +1.
If it doesn't
in
work,
stealth.
then cast it. I'm saying try to
I'm
use. Try to use
I'm
your
going to
free-
use. I will use it. I will use it.
Even as a crocodile?
He has
Yes.
to do it before he shifts. That's
Yeah.
the thing. He can't roll to see what he would get.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I will say
Oh, that
this
makes
to
sense.
see
You
after I
cast as a
roll.
crocodile.
Right.
Yeah. Duh. What am I thinking?
I have 10 minutes of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Then I will infiltrate as a crocodile with a natural 9 plus 2,
Where's your advantage?
so 11.
Roll your-
Oh, advantage. Thank you.
There it is. Much
Oh, 19!
There you go.
I will keep this in treasure. 19
21.
That's
31.
plus 10. That is a 31.
You look and sound so much like a
I
crocodile.
smell like
that
them.
you have now affected that. So animals that would not normally recognize a crocodile are not going to recognize you. Humans would not be able to discern you. You look
Mhm.
like you belong right
Mhm.
here. You might even be able to fool other crocodiles from here just on appearance alone with that.
Well, I mean, that's good. He's going into the
Yeah.
nest. So.
It's a
Yeah.
high-ass stealth roll.
Yeah.
It's good. You are beautifully affecting the Saltmarsh.
I'm going there. I just look like another mated.
Are you going into? Are
That's
you
what the stealth check was for,
Mhm.
right? He's
Yeah.
going into the nest.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you going to show me which nest you're going into? Because there's nests in
Oh,
here.
sorry,
There's some
eggs.
eggs. He's going to
Eggs,
eggs.
yeah.
Okay. So you make your way over to the egg spot.
Assuming we've seen crocodiles around.
And I bet that's the eggs for the regular crocodile. I bet one of these nests is actually where her seed is.
Maybe, but it's my
find
luck
out.
check the eggs
You'll
because they're
find
nearby.
out.
So you scoot in. Crocodiles give themselves a couple of good boosts with their tail, and then they float everywhere. That's how they make their movements and their rounds as they go.
Yeah.
They're not making any thrashing or anything like that unless you're getting out of the water or trying to catch something. So using that method in your stealthy, you just flippity flap and you coast your way over into the eggs. When you get there, you are actually kind of surprised. There's very few crocodiles here. It's just 2 or 3, and not that many eggs either. But this area looks like it gets used for this constantly. So this isn't a nest. This is an egg shelter.
Yeah.
So the crocodiles don't live here. They don't do anything here. They just come here. They put their eggs away from the nest a little bit, and leave a couple there to protect.
Mhm.
So this is just kind of an out of the way
Yeah, I'm just
hidden eggs.
portraying that I'm here to protect
The
them
eggs-
as well.
Yep, the eggs are not visible. You're assuming that they are in that mound that's kind of in the center of the things.
No, do crocodiles not?
Crocodile do a little bit like turtles. They don't bury as deep, but they definitely push their egg into the dirt a little bit and kind of secure them.
Right. Is
These
there?
crocodiles in particular are pushing them into the dirt. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. Okay, I'm a crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
I know where these eggs. They're dumb animals.
Mm-hmm.
They're so dumb I can't even cast animal friendship on them.
Mm-hmm.
So they must work on levels of simple signals to tell them something. So I'm going to kind of skid around and like around where there might be buried clumps of eggs, and just get a feel of the sensation of patting over
Mm-hmm.
that earth and pat around to see if I feel something that seems like a bit different.
Sure. So you pat around on the top. The eyes of the other crocodiles do train on you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't seem to care. So you're just up there on the eggs doing something.
Yeah, I'm
As
just
far as
guarding the
differences
eggs.
are concerned, no. All these eggs are pretty uniform.
Okay.
They all shape. Some of them are a little bit bigger. Some of them are a little bit leatherier. You know, some of them are clearly dead. And you can see the remains of stuff. Like I said, there are egg shells, which they leather up and then they dry. Usually those get eaten.
Yeah,
But
that's
because
true.
this is regularly used for this, there's crocodiles protecting the space, so those aren't getting eaten at the same level. So these eggs are regular old crocodile eggs.
All right. Can I roll an insight check as a druid to see if any patch of things I pass over feels wrong?
When you become a crocodile, are you a crocodile?
I retain my wisdom as
Okay, then yes.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Why don't you retain intelligence, wisdom, and charisma?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so then yes, then roll your.
I have my
What are you
mental
trying to roll? I'm
faculties.
sorry, you're trying to determine.
I'm seeing if anything feels different.
Sure. Yeah.
than
Okay. Gotcha.
it- yeah.
Nice. Hey.
Sorry. Oh, 15.
Mhm.
Plus 6 is a 21.
If I wanted him to remember something, what would that be? That a roll. Like I want to give him a hint. To sort of. Okay.
I mean, that insight is.
Okay. Cool.
is
So what did you
a-
roll? Sorry.
I rolled a 21.
Okay. 21. So you can tell right away that this is a normal crocodile enclosure.
Alright.
And something that was said to you the last time you talked to a crocodile kind of sticks in your mind. That she said, one of us or someone that looks like us.
That's true.
This
Yeah.
feels very much like one of us.
Yeah.
This is just a regular crocodile nest.
Grab some eggs.
Just laying it.
Oh, grab some. Don't leave
Can I
it.
roll a lay an egg?
Are you female?
Sure.
And does your gender change when you become an animal?
I could assume an
can.
animal form.
Alright, if you're a female, then, I mean...
I'm not. This is.
I was going to say, it would take
nothing
48
else.
hours in a neutral.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go find a male crocodile.
With
So
this
that's another
revelation,
quest.
with this revelation, the egg would not be here. From my assumptions.
So your assumptions would be that... What assumptions do you make from what I told you? You know,
What did you tell me? Remind me again.
I told you that you said this is a sorry.
Regular
This
ass.
is a regular ass crocodile
Yeah.
nest. Oh, did I say regular ass? Maybe I did. Oh, it's regular ass crocodile nest.
There's a corrupted
But what you're
crocodile.
remembering, yeah, what you're remembering is that other crocodile told you that there's a crocodile that looks like her.
That
So
isn't.
are you looking for one of me or one that looks like me? And I told you that what you're getting is this feels like one of me. This isn't what you're looking
Right. It's not something that looks like me.
for. Mm-mm.
All I'm saying is
These are regular,
yeah.
regular behaving crocodiles. What they're doing right here is normal. Putting their eggs a little bit away from the living nest makes sense so they don't trample them.
Yeah.
The time that these eggs have sat here, you have discerned this is a crocodile nest.
Yeah.
You might even put it like that's probably why eggs is written there.
Mm-hmm.
Because this has been here for
Yeah.
so long that the lizard folk, even when
Yeah.
it's safe, we're coming here.
I slip out of there. I go
slip
back
out.
and I say I don't think the
A
egg.
couple pushes of the tail make you back safely. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah. I say I think it's just crocodiles.
Did you bring eggs?
Okay, so
No, I didn't.
He didn't grab any crocodile eggs. To come back.
No, I'm not disrupting their fucking shit.
we-
Oh, sorry, archaeologist. Should I disrupt the?
It's just
Eggs.
crocodile. And I'm hungry.
It would cause a different stir while I was surrounded by crocodiles. Are you kidding me? If I tried to take an egg there, they would just kill me.
You come up with excuses all day.
It's not excuses. You just don't have to understand the nature of the realm.
So what are we doing? Are we going to stop here, or do you want to make your next decision and then we can stop and then just pick up next session?
Sure, we can make a next decision. What are we deciding on? Just where to go next?
Yeah, I mean, you guys have you've investigated the eggs.
Yeah, I think the eggs
We've
should just
investigated
be
the shine, we've
avoided.
investigated the eggs.
Yeah.
You have 2 nests that are written on there, but you don't have to look just where stuff is written. I mean, you can investigate the swamp. You can look
Right.
around. You can hunt. You can forage. Still, you guys are in the swamp.
I'm thinking, just as a quick aside, we can decide what we do next week. If these 2 are nests and they're not anything specially written here by the lizard folk, then they're regular crocodile nests. I'm gonna guess that she's
One right there.
She's where?
here.
I'm curious what you think.
The big swampy area.
Mhm.
But it could be that light filled area, the little islands chain. But I don't want to really investigate that. That looks terrible.
Well, you have
Yeah, I
number
don't
2
think
that if
water either.
Semiwania is like a newer thing, she might not be on that map because the lizard folk footprints have ended. You could see that they had gone on, but they haven't been, these trails hadn't been used in a long time. So the lizardmen used to make it out here.
Here's a
Just had it
question:
for a while.
Does this choking kind of bug seem natural to me?
Yeah,
Okay.
it just sucks.
Yeah.
You're in a swamp.
Yeah, all right.
Super healthy swamp.
All right, fair.
Everything's beautiful, and that just attracts.
Because if that seemed off, I think, oh, maybe the nest. If she's a corrupted crocodile, maybe.
Well, you could discern that it's enough of a constant thing that the lizard people actually have candles to protect their livestock from it.
Yeah.
All the time.
I get that. That's all fair and cool. I was gonna say, like, if this presence of insects was unnatural, then like, oh, maybe we want to check the bug area. But if it checks out, then yeah.
Do a ritual detect magic.
Doing a ritual detect magic.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you guys on the map now? Where are you each gonna do it?
Yeah, because
it's not
that's
very
30
long,
feet.
far.
It's 30 feet range.
You do it.
Yeah.
30 feet.
Where are you when you
Yeah.
cast it?
Do you
So
want to be
it
close
might
to
be
the?
60, but
Do
it's
you want to be
not
close to the
very far.
crocodile nest?
Yeah, this is only 30 feet.
Or do you guys want to go and do that?
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, no, that's 10 minutes too. So let's. Like, if it lasted longer, that would be nice just to wander around and be like, oh.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
10 minutes would take you, if you stayed in the peat, and this only being 100 yards, 10 minutes would take you from the eggs to the shiny area. I would give you this in a 10-minute spot. If you wanted to kind of pick up that piece.
Yeah, I mean, if I could just keep recasting it ritually.
Yeah. So,
It takes longer.
That's
to get
fine.
around,
So you've
but-
just been spending, as you've investigated this area, he's looking for eggs, you guys have been in that space. The only thing that you've detected that was magic in any way is that helmet that you found. That's the only thing that you've noticed anywhere in the swamp so far that's been magic.
Magic helmet.
So that whole area.
I gotta figure out what to do with that.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's brass, so you're not going to wear it.
Yeah, but you might.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I might.
sell it too, right?
Yeah, right. Like it could be cool. Like it seems water motifed.
But then again, everything here is water motifed. I mean, the bars are water motifed. So they don't...
Yeah, you have a ring of water breathing?
I
Holy
do.
shit.
I haven't tested it.
I'm glad that was not a conversation. Who should have this ring? You just have it.
Well, he got it.
Yeah, I was like,
You guys wouldn't even really
You're the
know that he
captain.
has it unless he said that he had it. I mean, you'd see that he's wearing it, but he wouldn't say anything about it.
He also almost
I
gave away
told
my
him.
crossbow for it.
That's true. He gave up the crossbow. All right. Well, we have someone that's got to get up early, so we've got to end about an hour early tonight. So we're going to call it here. But I want to say thanks to everybody for coming down. As these guys have made it about, I don't want to say halfway or anything like that. But they've made a couple days in the swamp, having fought off a bullywug encampment.
this was a cool investigation / we had combat. This was
was
a
a lot
cool
of
D&D
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Well, the last one's not my fault. It just that happened in the module. Like you had to go there and talk to those guys.
No,
So I know it was.
no, it's
This
great.
was definitely more fun.
Yeah.
I hope it was more fun to watch too. I do like the heavy RP stuff where we were talking and rolling.
Yeah.
This
I'm
was-
not trying to. We're not
no.
here to like blast through the adventure book. We're here
No.
we're here to
But
live it.
I've been thinking for the last 2 weeks where I'm like, damn man, we haven't done anything. Like it's just been talking and catching boats and stuff and time was
I mean, making friends with the entire lizardman population.
Yeah, that was pretty.
The
Yeah,
RP does have
huge.
its place. It's also nice that you just guys just got to level. Don't you want to see your new spells? Don't you want to try to intimidate? Don't you want to
Oh,
fight?
yeah.
Like don't
We
you want to
did,
be done
yeah,
with the
yeah.
lizard folk and see what's next? Like we've been doing this for a couple sessions now, but this was fun. It was really neat to make you guys go through the swamp and. You guys I talked with crocodiles, you've done a lot of hunting,
Yeah.
you managed to
Being a
fish
bully
without
once, too.
tools. What's that?
So it's fun
Being
being
a
Boy.
Yeah.
Molly got.
Yeah, so that was fun. So next week we will continue pushing through the swamp, see if they can't find Simuania, see if they can't find the seed of Simuania, see if the amount of meat that they've managed to catch and throw in their packs is going to be
Fruit
enough
too.
to fulfill your promise with the lizard folks. Something tells me it will be. He didn't really conscript a
I'm
certain amount.
surprised we haven't seen her. Just like I don't know how big she is, but like I'm almost surprised that we just like poking around here that we just haven't seen signs of it.
We've only we've been retreating back to the forest line, but also
Yeah.
this is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of yards across. Of this,
You need to remember too that
It's a lot of
with
football.
insects.
and the lizard
Yeah.
folk have given
Oh,
us
the
a-
insects blind our vision. That's
The
right.
lizard folk have given you a huge berth. Like you guys
Yeah.
found like 6 hours before you even found this
Yeah,
lizard
yeah.
folk.
We're making
signs
good
had
time.
stopped. Yeah.
That's why you bring a druid. That's
Yeah,
what-
you guys have been making good. Yeah, you've really come and play here as a druid in the swamp. So hopefully, when we're
I
on the scene,
feel
there's
I
a-
really like the segues that were offered here. That because I love druids, but often it's kind of like you're in a ding dungeon and you're like,
I
you
like
know,
a lot of, and it's been fun for me to throw a lot of like one-time things.
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what? Fuck it, you've rolled nice, or your song was good, or you know,
yeah,
he tells you it's safe. You know, next time I'm not going to tell you. He tells you.
You make
it's
some.
safe.
I gotta say, you make some cool calls for like, you know what, that's who you are. Then yeah, you can try this. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that a
We will
lot.
continue on as planned. I have, I think, enough for the next 2 sessions already going, but you never know. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Druby, thanks for coming down. Super Sasquatch, thanks for coming down. Thank you guys for being here for some combat for once. If you like what you saw, if you want to see anything else, you can click down below and find our YouTube link, which will bring you to thousands of hours of everything else that we've done. Long-term campaigns, D&D, 40K. We do a lot of stuff with the Rifts world. We have a lot of like introductory stuff, one-shots, lots of different things. It's really fun. Come check it out. We are also sponsored by Drive-Thru-RPG. If you click down below, you'll find a great site where you can buy all of your rule books and source books on PDF and save yourself a whole bunch of money. We have some of their stuff. You should too. And speaking of our stuff, you can also find a link down below that will bring you to the Wilyverse merchandise shop where you can buy this awesome Wilyverse logo that we're all really super proud of.
They know. They know. It's Druby Super Sasquatch.
This is going to go on YouTube. It's going to go on YouTube. You still have to do the closing.
If they see this far on YouTube, they know.
You can buy all this fun stuff on, on hats, on shirts, on socks, on pants, all kinds of fun stuff. Check it out. We're really proud of the symbol. It was a lot of work went into it, and we're really proud of it. So, thank you for that, despite what Rob says. Thank you to Druby for coming down. Thank you to Super Sad Squad. We appreciate you guys being here. Druby and Super Squad, I can't believe you guys made it all the way to the end. I really appreciate that. Thanks for hanging around and seeing our wacky rolls. If we don't see you on next Sunday, you are always welcome to join us on our Wednesday stream as well. It happens at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time when we play Blackstone Fortress, which is a Warhammer Quest modular board game. We have a lot of fun there. We painted all the minis and play that. Otherwise, we'll see you here next week for more Goes to Saltmarsh at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time.
Ooh, I'm digging this campaign.